Yeah, what's poppin', Queen? What's poppin'? What's poppin', Queen? All right, let me see. Divine. Grand. Pray everyone is doing amazing. You know how we gonna do it, man. We finna vibe out. Get the energy right up in here, man. So people are using your pick for scam. Yeah, I know. I see. Just support them. Sending you peace and love and light. I receive all that, Queen. Thank you. I receive it and send it right back tenfold. I had my grapes for sure. How long your retention journey been? My semen retention? I've been on that. I've been on my semen retention and ejaculation control course for like at least about 3 years. Not saying I haven't ejaculated, but you know, practicing that. It's been going on 3 years now for sure. Yeah. Appreciate that, my brother. All right, y'all. Let's vibe out, man. Get your oodles and noodles. Get your fruit. Get your grapes. You know how we do it. Let everybody come on in. And we're going to vibe out real quick. Yeah, senor. Look, it's gold roses in my bathtub. Water hot, Epsom salt with some essential rubs. It's gold roses on my floor too. I walk God, might as well paint my floor blue. It's gold roses in my bedroom. Bandanas hanging there, that's my red room. It's gold roses in my kitchen too. Everything I cook is vegan, ain't no chicken soup. Look, I write my goals and follow through, cause that's my focus. I mean my goals halfway, cause that's the local. If that shit disturb my peace, I don't care what that is. Grab a lighter, burn some sage, I don't know what that is. It's all good, keep it moving, keep that vibe right. Make sure you meditate, keep that mind right. Burn some sage, keep it moving, keep that vibe right. Make sure you meditate and keep that mind right. It's gold roses in my bathtub. Water hot, Epsom salt with some essential rubs. It's gold roses on my floor too. I walk out, might as well paint my floor blue. It's gold roses in my bedroom. Bandanas hanging down, that's my red room. It's gold roses in my kitchen too. Everything I cook is vegan, ain't no chicken soup. All my niggas breathe in. All my niggas breathe out. Hey, burn some, matter of fact, burn some Palo Santo, huh? Look. Hey, take a break and smell the flowers while you still can. Better tell your folks you love them while you still can. It's gold roses in my blunt when I smoke too. Spiritual practice with these songs make me float. These next 3 days I ain't eating, see I'm fasting. Feeling closer to my God, I got passion. See, I used to carry hate, but I got past it. So much pain up in my heart, it had me lashing. Rosemary on my temples, help with migraines. It's an honor been of service, that's on my name. A God amongst men, you can't touch me now. Controlling all my urges, you can't fuck me now. It's gold roses in my bathtub. Water hot, Epsom salt with some essential rubs. It's gold roses on my floor too. I walk God, you might as well paint my floor blue. It's gold roses in my bedroom. Bandanas hanging down, that's my red room. It's gold roses in my kitchen too. Everything I cook is vegan, ain't no chicken soup. A God amongst men, you can't touch me now. Controlling all my urges, you can't fuck me now. A God amongst men, you can't touch me now. Controlling all my urges, you can't fuck me now. What's poppin'? I pray everyone is doing amazing, man. You know how we gotta do it, man. We gotta vibe out, let everybody come on in, get your oodles and noodles, get your snacks. Go ahead and roll up. We going brazen. You know how we doing. That I love you. Yeah. If I didn't, darling, I'm sorry. Look, if I ain't tell you that I love you, well I promise I do. Sometimes yeah I may forget, but you ain't walked in my shoes. So much trauma down that road, I had no choice. You trying to speak, but they wouldn't listen, you had no voice. See I understand how you feeling, no more feelings. See I understand your love healing, but it's killing. It's like your heart was up for grabs, they just stealing. That ice running through your veins, now you chilling. See I've been trying to give more than I receive now. I started meditating, trying to find some peace now. I changed my diet, vibrating higher, no sheeps now. And burn some sage, make your bed, change your sheets now. If I ain't tell you I love you, well I do. Seeing this blunt, I got lavender and chamomile. I'm sitting back, reminiscing when I ain't have a meal. I'm speaking affirmations to the sun and the sunlight. Angels round me, brazy eyes, escape that gunfight. I feel the chill up in my bones, my spirit elevated. It's like I'm finally going home. You gotta learn to love yourself before you love someone else. You gotta learn to give it out before you get it for yourself. Look, see what you get is what you give. Your life is your state of mind. You living how you live. Look, respect yourself, nigga. Yeah, your life is your reflection. Bless yourself, nigga. And stop looking like everything is outside of you. Yeah, the moon, the stars is all inside of you. Look yourself in the mirror, do what you gotta do. And drop tears, cut off tears is what you gotta do. Focus on yourself, don't let nobody bother you. And understand what you desire, shit desire you. If I ain't tell you that I love you, well I promise I do. Sometimes yeah I may forget, but you ain't walked in my shoes. So much trauma down the road, you had no choice. I'm trying to speak, they wouldn't listen, you had no voice. See I understand how you feeling, no more feelings. See I understand your love healing, it's killing,
Y'all know how we do it, man. We vibing out. Go ahead and get your oodles and noodles. Go ahead and roll up. You feel what I'm saying? Then we gonna dive in. Y'all know how we do it, man. Come on.
Pawns, man, in the game.
Yeah.
They get capped quick.
Look, see
He got the game early.
Yeah.
Let's get some smart ass pawns.
Look, see how you do anything, that's how you do everything. I gave 'em all, what else to give? That shit'll drive me insane. Yeah, I've been up in them streets, I got rank, I got stain. See, I love to play chess, but I can't lose, not a game. If we ain't vibrating the same, then why the hell did you stand? See how words become them curses, better watch what you saying. And you know this shit a game, so why the hell is you playing? You know heaven in your mind, so what the hell is you praying? The Lord God has said this man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil, yet he might reach out his hand and eat from the tree of life and live forever. He called the name of the place Pineal, said, I have seen God face to face, and yet my life has been preserved. The light of the body is in the eye. Therefore, if your eye is clear, your whole body will be full of light. The kingdom of God does not come with observation, nor will they say, here it is or there it is. So remember, the kingdom of God is within you. This then is the message which we have heard from him, and they have cleared to you. God is light, and in him is no darkness at all. Yet darkness and light come from me. I have said, ye are God, sons of the Most High. But you shall die like mere men and fall like the princes. When two or more are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst of them. I said, when two or more are gathered in my name. Ashe-yo, Amen. I shall leave as I come. Look, see how you do anything, that's how you do everything. I gave 'em all, what else to give? That shit'll drive me insane. Yeah, I've been up in them streets, I got rank, I got stain. See, I love to play chess, but I can't lose, not a game. Unlocking DNA, the only constant is change. Better learn to hear yourself cry and grow through the pain. You ain't controlling your own life, so better watch what you saying. You see the devil lies in details, better watch what you pray.
Yo, yiggity split, flippity flip, you feel me? Riggedy Black, you feel me? Yeah, what's poppin', y'all? We back in here with another community gathering. You feel me? All that's music. All you gotta do is look up tone levels. I'm everywhere. TONELEVELS. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, whoever that nigga tone levels is, that nigga go crazy. You feel me? That nigga is hard. That nigga said the devil lies in details. Better watch what you praying. What he say? Like, ooh-wee. How you do anything is how you do everything. I gave my all. What else to give? That shit'll drive me insane. What? Come on, man. Listen, man, back with another community gathering. I appreciate every last one of y'all for joining the community gathering. Like I always say, I give my honor and thanks to each and every last one of y'all, because without the community, there wouldn't be a community. You feel me? So I give honor and thanks. I love you as well. I love all of y'all. So I appreciate y'all again. So if this is your if this is your first time the hood healer, nah, I don't think so. I haven't. But if this is your first time in a community gathering, welcome. We welcome you with open arms, with the heart chakra open and the pineal gland connected with the crown chakra ready to receive. All right. Again, we appreciate y'all for joining. If this is your first time again, if you have any questions, put the questions in the question box. If you have any questions, put the question in the question box. If you want to join me on my live, all you have to do is click the request button to join me on my live. And baby, you can join me. You feel me? You raise your hand. Come on to the front of the class. You feel me? Back with another community gathering. For those that have been on here before, and to those that have not been on here before we jump into any community gathering, I first like to start off with like a 30-second to a minute meditation. Let's see. Let me go ahead and grab the bowl so I can show y'all. So this sound bowl is tuned to the third eye, right? So as we're doing this 30-second to a minute meditation, we want to focus on breathing in our nose and out of our nose. And we want to make sure we're breathing in and out of our abdomen. The reason being is because we are, we are nothing but spirit and soul. We are energy and frequency inhabiting this avatar. A lot of times we get in the habit of this avatar controlling us when it should be the opposite and the contrary of. We should be controlling this avatar. So we need to be controlling our breath, controlling where we're taking our breath in, all right? Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's continue. So let's go ahead and jump into the meditation, 30 seconds to a minute. Then we're going to jump into prayer. And then we're going to dive into as y'all can see, the topic tonight is food. Then we're going to dive into the community gathering, all right? So let's get to it. Let's get the energy right, y'all. So I would like to give honor and thanks to the powers that be that have put me in a position to obtain knowledge, to not only to obtain this knowledge, but to convert this knowledge into wisdom, to not only teach myself, but the people, places, and things around me. I also send that same energy out to every being that's on this live, to every being that will watch this live, to not only obtain the knowledge, but to also be able to convert that knowledge into wisdom, to not only be able to teach themselves, but the people, places, and things around them. I give honor and thanks to every being that is in this community, to every being that's in this live, to every being that will watch this live. Because I understand, and overstand that without the community, there wouldn't be a community. So I give honor and thanks to the community. I also give honor and thanks and pray that every word, every vibration, every frequency spoken tonight vibrates on the frequency of truth, love, power, and nothing but abundance, prosperity, success, happiness, and all of the above. I give honor and thanks, and I speak life and power into the powers that be. Ashe, Asheo, amen, and everything else that you shall subscribe to. What's popping, y'all? What's popping? We back with another community gathering. Let me hear some Ashes. Let me hear some amens. You know, all of the above that you shall subscribe to. All right. Let me see some. For sure. All right, for sure. I see some. How everybody feeling tonight? Everybody good? Everybody copacetic? You feel me? You double checked it? You know, I got my watermelon juice. Everybody asking what I put inside my juice. I just put some Ethereum gold inside of it. So for those that don't know what Ethereum gold is, I advise you to look it up because it's very powerful. It's a very powerful substance. Again, what I just put inside my juice, it was a little powdery. I don't want nobody thinking about, oh, this nigga booting up on a community gathering. It's like, oh, whoa, you know, nah, I ain't booting up. Well, I'm booting up, but I'm booting up with some high frequency, high vibrational shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I ain't booting up, but I'm booting up. So I got some Ethereum gold. You know, dumped a little bit up in the, you know what I'm saying, the watermelon juice. Inside the watermelon juice, I got the key limes. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, we going crazy, man. How everybody feeling though? What's popping? What up, man? What going on? What's jam? What's bracking? Where can you get it from? Just look it up. Oh yeah, 19 keys, sell it too, for sure. Yeah, the guys sell Ethereum gold too. For sure. Everybody feeling? What's up? Talk to me. I don't see nobody. You know what I'm saying? How everybody feeling? Everybody copacetic? Everybody good? You know what I'm saying? I pray everyone had a beautiful day today. You know what I'm saying? A very abundant day. A very fulfilling day. You know what I'm saying? Somebody asked, what does my necklaces mean? I will say that I will elaborate on one of them. So this one right here, the big one, is made out of ebony wood, right? And it have 100 pieces on it. The 100 pieces represent the 100 names of God. So that's pretty much what it means. You put it on, protection, abundance. You know what I'm saying? All of the above, all the good shit. You know what I'm saying? Thankful and grateful. That's the best space to be in. Feeling good, God. For sure. Just listening to your music. That's love right there, man. I appreciate you for that. I appreciate you. What do you think of water fasting? Do it. That's what I think of it. I advise doing a fruit fast, if anything. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. So, as y'all can see, community gathering, the topic tonight is about food. All right, it's about food. Last week, you know, I did let y'all know what this week live was gonna be about. It was gonna be about food. If y'all see me going back and forth, just know I got a whole nother phone right here. I'm recording frankincense. You already know, gotta put that protection on, get that energy high, that pineal gland, the pituitary gland stimulated. But if y'all see me going back and forth, I got a whole nother phone right here as well. And for those that's gonna watch it on this one, I got a whole nother phone over here. This phone is for the YouTube. This phone for the live on Instagram. So Bada boom, bada bing, right? So again, tonight we talking about food, man. We diving in. Y'all know we've been talking about a lot of exoteric things. You know what I mean? And of course, food. We have we touched briefly about food here and there. You know what I'm saying? But today, I'm going to dive a little deeper. I ain't gonna go too crazy about food. I'm gonna just pretty much go over a few questions and a few topics where a lot of people have asked me, when pertaining food. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't find seeded grapes. Oh yeah, don't stop looking. Right? So again, we talking about food today, all right? So let's dive in. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Then we're gonna dive into the community gather. All right. So when it comes to food, right? Bada boom, bada bing. First off, we have to understand and understand what is food, right? What is food, right? The definition, the true understanding, the universal understanding and understanding of food is a source that makes energy for the body, right? Again, food is a source that makes, like I said, if y'all got questions, put them in the question box. Y'all want to join me on a live, request a video. So food is a source that makes energy for the body. All right. Anything other than that, anything other than a substance that you put inside your body that creates energy for your avatar, anything else that is labeled as food is nothing but a stabilizer. That's pretty much. It's nothing but a stabilizer at that point, right? What do I mean by that? Okay, fuel, right? For those that don't know, right? Our entire body, our entire structure, system operates off of sugar, right? What kind of sugar? Simple sugar, right? Fructose, broke it down into glucose, right? And then what happens is it penetrates the cell. Rather the glucose, the complex glucose need help by way of the insulin, the salt compound, right? I hope y'all got y'all notes too, because y'all know how I do. I like to get excited, and I be going fast. But so what happens is that the fructose penetrates the cell without insulin, or the glucose penetrates the cell with insulin. The blood cells process it, break it down, move it throughout the body, and it also breaks down into ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which is nothing but energy for the body. So if whatever we put inside of our body does not break down all the way down to ATP or ADP or which is adenosine diphosphate, adenosine triphosphate, and adenosine monophosphate. If it does not break down within those areas, within those lines, then it doesn't give you energy. It just stabilizes you. It gives you the false sense of being full. All right. So when we jump down and when we go a little further, right? Because I had a few consultations these past few days. And one of the main topics was about protein, right? And about beans, pretty much, right? So we have to understand something. Now, like I always tell y'all, just a disclaimer, I am not an extremist. All right? I'm not an extremist. Eat what you gonna eat. Just make sure you give your body the due diligence to break that food down and eliminate it. But also know that I push for the natural way of eating, all right? Beyond vegan, because I know a lot of people that's not vegan that are healthier than vegans because of the large amount of processed food, all right? So why do I say that? All right, so boom. So when it comes to beans, right, we need to understand that you have two families of beans. Right? You have beans and you got legumes, right? Now, beans, right? They're not necessarily as healthy as legumes, right? Why? Because it's an embryo of a plant, which is pretty much similar to an egg. So when we break that down, right, and we jump into legumes, now the legumes, we got chickpeas, right? We got lentils, right? These are legumes. These are not beans. They're seeds. You understand what I'm saying? So when we break that down, we need to understand that when it enters the digestive tract, right? When you got beans and then you got legumes, what happens is it's two type of breakdown. Well, it's one main breakdown, but it depends on if it builds up or if it breaks down properly, and this is called fermentation, right? So put inside the beans inside of our body causes fermentation, which then causes gas, right? And I spoke on this in my herbal healing class, right? I spoke on this in my herbal healing class. For those that that are up to join, please do. But I spoke on gas, that when you get gas by fermentation, right? So for an example, right? Let's just say, okay, boom. Let's just say we eat a steak today, right? What's going to happen is that not only is that steak going to ferment inside the body, because our intestinal tract is between 8 and 12 feet long. Not only is that steak going to ferment inside of our body, it's going to also start to putrefy. Putrefaction. For those that don't know what putrefaction is, it's pretty much the breakdown of meat, the rotting of meat. So for an example, we all start, you know what I'm saying? We all start driving through the country or whatever the case may be, maybe even in the city sometimes, right? And let's just say far out, we can see like a dead deer or a dead cat somewhere on the side of the road. Once we see that, what we're going to start doing, we're going to start instantly rolling up our windows because we don't want to smell that, right? You have to understand that what you're smelling, right, is the same thing that is inside of your body when you eat food, when you eat meat. Right? When food starts to putrefy inside of your body, it creates these gases. So now, right, you brushing your mouth, you brushing your tongue, you brushing your teeth, but yet your breath still stink. You know what I mean? You drinking your chlorophyll, but yet when you fart, when you pass gas, the shit still stink. You understand what I'm saying? That's why it's very important to know how the body breaks this food down. You got fermentation, you got putrefaction. Now, fermentation can be bad and also it can be good, and we're going to get there. All right. Now, again, legumes, natural legumes refers to any plant, right? Any plant of the legume family is pretty much a seed, which it involves the stem, right? It involves pods. It involves leaves. Right? When it comes to a legume, you can eat pretty much the whole plant. Right? This is basically something that we have to get rid of because, even the doctors tell us that beans is good for our heart, and it's not. It's the complete opposite. Legumes are good for the heart, 100%. Right? But they continue to confuse us, like the New Babylon. You feel what I'm saying? Babylon. Break down the etymology of Babylon. It means to babble, to confuse, to do backwards. They're teaching us to do a lot of things backwards. Now, I also had a few, I also had a few consultations about mucus, right? And different diseases. Now, when it comes to mucus, right? I want to first say that all mucus is not bad. All right. I hope y'all taking notes, man. I really do. Because the people in my herbal healing class, they can go back and rewatch the videos. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I'll be saving the lives. You feel what I'm saying? But, I mean, keep it gangster. How many of y'all really go back and watch the lives? You feel what I'm saying? There's probably a few selective. You feel what I'm saying? That's why it's best to go ahead, grab the pen, grab the note, now grab the notebook. Go ahead and take your notes now because, we finna go brazy. And I pray I'm not talking too fast. If I am, forgive me. Hold on, y'all. Let me get right real quick. Then we're gonna jump into the mucus real quick. Let me get right. Let me throw my Ethereum gold up in here real quickly. Split. You feel me? All right. We good to go. We good to go for the rest of the night. Then I got my spring water. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I got my H302, you feel me? Boom, I got my sage, I got my Palo Santo, I got my frankincense and myrrh burning, you feel me? We got the community in this motherfucker, you feel me? Yeah, let me bust this down real quickly, split, you feel me? Then we gonna jive, yeah, you know how we do it. I bet now, when it comes to mucus, all right? Now, we need to understand that you got good mucus and you got bad mucus. Let me explain. Right? So, boom. Let's say you wake up one day, right? Boom, you a vegan, you natural. You know what I'm saying? You drinking your juice. Mucus don't exist in your reality. Boom, boom, boom. But let's say one day you wake up and you blow your nose once. Right? You blow your nose and now you like, wait, hold up, what's going on? You feel what I'm saying? Now, what we have to understand is this, right? What happens is that we have mucosal membranes throughout our entire body, right? Again, we have mucosal membranes inside of our entire body. So what happens is that when something foreign is inside of your body, because it's an intellectual being, it creates, it creates a mucosal membrane response, which then releases mucus so that mucus can carry out that foreign thing or that foreign substance out of the body, which is why if you have a cough, right, you need to cough, continue coughing, cough whatever the body is trying to eliminate. Don't go to the store and get a cough suppressant because all you're doing is suppressing whatever the body is trying to get rid of. You need to understand that it's beautiful to have symptoms. It's beautiful. It's an amazing thing to have symptoms, especially if you're going through a detox or you're going through an elimination stage, whatever you may be going through. It's amazing to have symptoms because symptoms is nothing but the body trying to eliminate. It's the body trying to heal itself. If you're not having symptoms, then you have a problem. If you don't have any symptoms of your body trying to eliminate anything, that means you have a problem. Your body is not in a state of eliminating, of healing. So when it comes to excess mucus, we need to understand that it's the foods, it's the things that we consume and put inside of our body that creates more mucus. Right? And then when we're backed up, that mucosal membrane that's trying to get all those toxins and poison out, right? It becomes backed up and now it continues to release mucus so it can eliminate what's inside the body. But because you're so backed up, the body now doesn't have an elimination process. So now this mucus then becomes backed up. It accumulates, right? And then it crystallizes. You feel what I'm saying? And then the dying cells start to mutate within themselves. And then that's how you get cysts. That's how you get cancer. That's how you get tumors. It's nothing but mutating dying cells. Because if y'all don't overstand and understand, our cells replicate themselves every single day. And we're made up of 150 cells, 150 million cells. Right? So excess mucus, right? So when we dive more into this ease, right? We need to understand that excess mucus deprives our cells of oxygen. Too much mucus deprives our cell of oxygen. Let me break this down. When your cells is lacking 20% of oxygen, they start to call it a dis-ease, right? When your cells are now lacking up to 60% of oxygen, now this is called cancer. When your 150 cells are now lacking 80% of oxygen, now they call this AIDS. For those that do not know, all dis-ease ends with AIDS, because now when you jump into AIDS, now we finna even dive into the names, but we need to understand, for lack of better words, all dis-ease ends with AIDS. How does all dis-ease ends with AIDS? That means that the mucosal membrane has completely been compromised and shut down. Now you're having mucus come out of every hole that is inside of your body. Out of your anal, out of your penis, your vagina, your mouth, your nose, your ears, your eyes, even your skin. Now, even when we break down the names, you need to understand that these names don't even exist. All the body is trying to do is attempting to heal itself. Why do I say these names don't exist? These names are nothing but theories. These names are theories because in the early 1900s, there was no such thing as any other disease besides cancer. What happened was that the Cancer Institute Association, whatever they call themselves, right? They came in, right? They came in and then they started putting names. By however the cancer or the disease is expressing itself throughout the body, they started calling it different names. Why do they started calling it names? To make more money. Now they can give you this kind of pill. And now when something else stopped working, now when something else is going wrong based off of this pill, now they're gonna give you something else. It's just a money game. It's just a money game. That's where all these names come from. But if you want to keep it gangster, if you want me to keep it, especially in my herbal healing class, I broke this shit down I broke this down crazy. We went over, so in my herbal healing class, right? We went over every disease, right? And then when we broke down to it, got to the root issues, when we got to the root issues, we have to understand that every disease is caused by either a backed up lymphatic system, kidneys not filtration, the kidneys not filtering correctly, right? The digestive system, the large intestines, the small intestines is backed up, which causes the glandular highway to get backed up, to not release the chemicals in the neuromelanin transmitters, to release the chemicals, to release the steroids and the different hormones, so your hormonal balance can be up to par. Hence, to all my women, when your cycle is too heavy, or when you have offset cycles, that has something to do with your pituitary gland, because your pituitary gland is the master gland. And if your pituitary gland is not able to send those signals, those neurotransmitters down to the ovaries, right? If it's not, that means your entire glandular highway is pretty much backed up. How does your glandular highway get backed up? By way of your lymphatic system. By way of your small intestines, your large intestines. I pray everyone is understanding, overstanding, and understanding what I'm saying. Let me see some numbers real quick. Let me see some 333s. Let me see some 222s. Real quickity split. You feel what I'm saying? So I can make sure everybody is understanding, and overstanding what I'm saying. When you keep getting headaches out of nowhere, that means you got a lot of pressure. You got a lot of pressure inside your head. 9 times out of 10, a lot of pressure. If you're getting headaches out of nowhere, you need to practice conscious breathing. You need to practice being in tune with your breathing, being present with your breath. Because a lot of time, I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. A lot of these diseases, they manifest because we're not even breathing correctly. All right, for sure. Y'all listening. Bet. All right, so bet. We finna go ahead and continue. Boom. I pray y'all got the notes on that. Again, I done had a lot of I done been having a lot of consultations this week and last week on this topic, and the week before last as well on this topic. So, you know what I mean? This is why we going over this. All right. So now we finna dive into the 150 cells, right? The 150 million cells that we have. Now we finna tap into this God energy. We gotta add a little esoteric into it. Yeah, we gotta add a little. You feel what I'm saying? Because again, like I always say, how you expect to enter the temple of God when you can't even take care of the temple that God gave you? I said, how you expect to enter the temple of God when you can't even take care of the temple that God gave you? Because we understand and understand the power of the 3, 6, and the 9. I'm going to say that one more time. How do you expect to enter the temple of God when you can't even take care of the temple that God gave you? So now when we dive more into the 150 trillion cells, now we finna dive this in, right? So back in the early 17, 18, 1900s, right? When we went to war and we pretty much lost, and now we're prisoners of war, right? There were a group of beings that called us less human, right? Called us less human. They said that we were 3/5 of a human. Right? Now, the thing is this. They programmed us to believe that Because we're 3/5 of the human, the rest of us is nothing but animals, right? This is what they programmed inside of us. But yet, but yet they knew inside of them, they knew who we truly were. And I believe, excuse me, and I believe I spoke on this last week as well. We, in a sense, in this realm, right, in these times, we volunteered to lower our frequency. We volunteered to lower our frequency and to become like them. Let me explain. When they labeled us as 3/5 as a human, right? Let me ask you, if we're 3/5 of a human, then what's the rest percent? What is the rest beyond us, them calling us animals and monkeys and all the extra shit, right? Because that was their program. But when we break that shit down, 3/5 of a human, the rest of the percentage of us is what? God. Extraterrestrial, supernatural beings. They call us aliens. Right? If you break down the etymology of alien, it's on, which means that of the Most High. When you break down the etymology of alien, it means that of the Most High. They called us aliens. The body is of this earth. The soul and the spirit is from higher planes of dimensions. So when I say that we volunteered to lower our frequency, we volunteered to become human, pretty much, was when we started fighting with them and saying that we are equal. We are all the same. We are human just like you are. And that is the complete opposite. We are not the same. We are nowhere near the same. We don't smell the same. We don't see the same. We don't hear the same. We don't taste the same. We don't feel the same. We don't think the same. We don't speak the same. We don't walk the same. We don't move the same. Hell, we don't even dance the same. So please tell me, how in the hell are we equal? Please explain to me how in the hell we are equal. Now I know we talking about food, but I'm about to branch off a little bit if y'all don't mind. If y'all do, forgive me, because I'm not sorry. I was having a conversation, right? And the conversation was about human beings and gods, right? And you know, we already know what we're talking about. You know, those that have a soul and a spirit, those that don't, those that are limited to doing certain things, and those that are not limited, that are limitless. I was having a conversation and I was speaking about how we're not the same. Right? And I was speaking about, and I was explaining that you can have high vibrational human beings. Again, you can have high vibrational human beings, 100%. But you also have to understand, you have to understand that these human beings that are high vibrational, they know the truth. They know who we are. They know the truth and they know who we are. So we can have high vibrational human beings. Right? But we also have to understand that these high vibrational human beings, they can tap into different things, but you have to understand that there are limits. It's limits to that. Because now we got to start talking about the natural beings of this realm, which is the gods. We're limitless. We're limitless. For an example, another illustration, right? There are human beings that say that, you know, they give honor and thanks to their ancestors, right? And I had a conversation with this before. And my question was, who are your ancestors? For let him who have ears hear, let him who have eyes see. So when the human beings is talking about their worshiping, they're giving honor and thanks to their ancestors. My question is, who are your ancestors? What did your ancestors do when they touched this land? You giving honor and thanks to them ancestors? Oh, okay. You saying that your practicing of giving honor and thanks to the ancestors came down from your generations. Ah, okay. So now we got to go back to the generations where you came from, and who are they worshiping? Who are they giving honor and thanks to? Because they just touched this land. Who were they giving honor and thanks to? They was giving honor and thanks to our people. They had an ancestral altar to our people because they knew that if they didn't do the due diligence, oh, that's it for them. It's up. They was giving honor. Think about it. You can go on YouTube right now. You can see the Pope. You can see the Pope. I'm talking about the nigga in the Vatican that supposedly run everything. He kissing the hands and the feet of gods. He getting down on his knees and kissing the feet of the gods and goddesses. You will never be able to explore the Vatican for real. Why? Because they don't want you to see that the human beings that inhabit the Vatican is bowing down to us. We are not the same. You need to understand that just because as a human being you practice different African subscriptions, that's bull. But you need to understand what's given to you versus what's a birthright. I said you need to understand and understand what's given to you, what's taught to you, something that you didn't know, something that's not in your DNA, something that's not in your genes. But here, you can practice it. Here, you can learn about it. But see, the gods and goddesses, that shit already in our DNA. The Orishas in my DNA. Obatala, Noya, they in my DNA. So with me creating altars and using different things external beyond me is nothing but tools to enhance the powers that is already inside of me. We are not the same. Got 150 million cells, and they got the audacity to label us as 3/5 of a human, which is accurate. I ain't gonna say accurate, but which is about accurate, because we gods. So with me using external tools outside of me to enhance the power that's already inside of me, there was a live a few weeks ago where I had a God on here, right? And he was telling me how he utilized crystals, how he got a lot of crystals and he collect crystals and all that. Now I'm for the crystals. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no beef against the crystals. All right. So I don't want y'all, you feel what I'm saying? Big, you know what I mean? I don't want y'all coming at me. I'm for the crystals. But what I impute to him, what I wanted him to understand is that these crystals are nothing more than tools to enhance what's already inside of you. You have to understand that you're made of crystals. You can go in the sun and you can look very close to your skin right now, and you can see nothing but colors on your skin alone. You're made of crystals. Your pineal gland, the substance around your pineal gland is crystals. That is what stimulates the pineal gland. Your crystals inside the pineal gland that stimulates the pineal gland to activate it. You're made of crystals. It's nothing but external things to enhance the power that's already inside of you. So now, right, when we dive more deep into food, all right, give me about 15 more minutes, y'all. Give me like 15 more minutes. 15, like I said, if y'all got questions, put the question in the question box. If y'all want to join me on the live, you feel what I'm saying, request a button. Now, I remember I had a consultation about 4 days ago, and we spoke about mushrooms. Not the psychedelic mushrooms, but we just spoke about food, like the mushrooms, right? And we have to understand that there are good mushrooms and there are bad mushrooms. We have to understand that there are mushrooms that heal and there are mushrooms that create that and accumulate fungus inside of the body. Right? So the breakdown, remember what I said, it's called fermentation, right? Certain food breakdown is called fermentation. When it comes to mushroom, it's called fungal fermentation. It's a fungal fermentation process. And you have to understand that when too much fungus is built up inside of the body, it expresses itself by way of toenail fungus, by way of yeast infections, by way of itching patches, ringworms. And you got to understand that even understanding that, like even when we dive deeper in that, we got to understand that a lot of those are more so parasite causing. Because if you're getting a lot of yeast infections back to back, it's a parasite. Another form of herpes, but we ain't gonna dive into that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody gets scared when they hear about herpes. You know what I'm saying? It's over 104 strands of herpes. It's over 104 strands of herpes. And when everybody hear herpes, everybody gets scared. And that shit ain't nothing but a worm, by the way. That shit ain't nothing but a parasite. I pray everyone is understanding what I'm saying. Let me see what y'all talking about real quick, man. Hey, y'all drop some numbers real quick so I can make, you know what I'm saying? Please recommend more books. I got you, Queen. I would do that. We got to start giving our power away to things outside of ourselves. Facts. We got to use them as tools. That's all that is. Facts. She said, shut up. Over 104. Facts. Herpes ain't nothing to get scared about. Facts. Herpes ain't nothing but a parasite, and parasites are easy to get rid of. You just gotta have the discipline and the focus to get rid of it. But you also have to understand that what comes with this parasite, they lay eggs every single day. So even with my cases of people of healing of herpes, right? For an example, like I've had so for an example, right? I've dealt with somebody, right? Boom. Got them on herbs, got them on a fruit diet, 30 days, they breakouts went away, whatever the case may be, right? But what happened is that as soon as they ain't seen no more breakouts and outbreaks and shit like that, they went back to eating dairy and meat. And then within the next week, the breakouts were worse than the last. Why? Because it's easy to get rid of the parasite. What's difficult to get rid of is the eggs that they lay every single day. We can get rid of anything. We can get rid of anything. The body was made to heal itself. You just have to stop feeding these entities that are attached to your body. If you have cravings, you have parasites. If you have constant yeast infections, you have parasites. If you have eczema, you have parasites. If you have constant breakouts in the face, you have parasites. Again, like I said, I ain't finna keep talking about herpes, but it is over 104 strands of herpes, by the way. And all of this is nothing but a parasite. I ain't saying that, I'm just saying. Just keeping it gangster. You know, facts don't give a fuck about feelings, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just here to deliver the facts here. You can look this shit up yourself. It's parasite. Do a parasite. Parasite cleanse. You can go on my website. Boom, thebloodthatheals.com. You got the lymphatic system. You got the super mover 2. You got the kidney cleanse. You got the parasite elimination tincture. You got the probiotic tea. You feel what I'm saying? And then you ain't even got to spend no money on my website. You could just go to my website, look at the ingredients, and go to the store and get your own herbs. You see, I keep it gangster with you. I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. You feel me? So when we go back to the mushrooms again, right? We have to understand there are healing mushrooms and there are non-healing mushrooms. Now, one of the top 3 mushrooms that I definitely recommend. The first one, most definitely, lion's mane. The second one, portobello, right? The third one, oyster mushrooms. Those are the top 3. Shiitake mushrooms, they bull. You feel me? They can pass for a little something. You know what I'm saying? I used to eat a lot of baby bellas. But understanding that too much of the baby bellas created fungus, I had to do a cleanse. Get that up out of me, buddy. Yeah, lion's mane, portobello, oyster mushrooms, shiitake, they bull. Yeah, but I'm speaking about healing mushrooms. You feel me? Just keeping it gangster with you. Facts don't give a fuck about feelings. Put that on a t-shirt. I need to put a lot of shit on the t-shirt and keep it gangster with you. You feel what I'm saying? I love, yeah. The baby bellas, they high in flavor. You feel me? So, hey, listen, I'm gonna keep it gangster with y'all. Now, another, like I said in the beginning, right? Disclaimer. I'm not an extremist. All right. So even early when I spoke about the beans, eat the mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? Eat what you gonna eat. What I am going to advertise is, and not press or stress, but impute that when you do intake and consume these things, make sure you do your body by due diligence so your body can eliminate what you just put inside it. All right? Don't eat a steak today and eat a steak tomorrow, then eat a steak next week, and then you shitting 2 days later, think you shitting steak, and you're really not shitting steak because steak takes at least 6 to 13 days to digest inside of the body anyway. So you probably ain't shitting this steak out until 2 weeks later, and I'm just talking about the first day of the steak that you ate. You got to understand that misinformation will leave you misinformed. Misinformation will leave you misinformed. Now, boom. I had another case about being gluten intolerance. Right? Gluten intolerance, right? Boom. Gluten tolerance or some shit like that, right? Gluten. We have to understand what gluten is. When we break down the root word of gluten, it is glue. Glue sticks and clumps cells together. It sticks and clumps cells together. If it sticks and clumps cells together and your cells replicate themselves damn near every few minutes, right? What is this creating? Somebody said they in the itch fit. For sure. Hey, man, get that shit up out you, man. So, lack of better words, get them shirts for the retreat. For sure. I got, man, y'all, all right, for sure. I got you. So, the best bread that I can recommend, of course, is spelt bread. Now, I know some of y'all gonna be like, man, hell no, because, you know, a lot of spelt bread is hard. It ain't the soft, regular bread. You feel what I'm saying? That everybody, you know what I'm saying? Queen said, I'm pescatarian. It's the seafood that got me. Hey, Queen, and that's okay. Aboriginal breed, that's okay, Queen. But like I said, I'm not an extremist. So if you're going to eat your seafood, but do your body due diligence to eliminate that seafood. If you're eating crabs today, if you're eating crab legs today, for the next 3-4 days, start only drink your fruit juice. Intake juice. Intake about a gallon a day. So your body can eliminate. This goes back to the Native Americans that was here. This goes back to the Native Americans. A lot of our people say, oh, well, our ancestors ate meat, this, that, and the third. First off, right, if we go before slavery, if we go through slavery, our ancestors had to eat meat, by the way. Let's throw that out. They had to. We was prisoners of war. We lost. All right. So boom. So we was prison. We had to eat meat. But if we go back to the Native Americans, because majority of us is native to this land. So when we go back to the Native Americans, right? First off, when they did hunt their food, they were praying. When they did hunt their food, they were singing ritual. It was a whole ceremony. It wasn't just no, oh, we hunting food just for the hell of it. Nah, this was a whole ceremony and a ritual. What they call halal meat. For those that don't know, it's just meat that's been prayed over, meat that's through ritual, that's through ceremony. They're eating it for a reason. And then somebody said, who this cornbread eating beta male? I fucking love it, man. But anyway, so boom. So when it comes to the Native Americans, right? You got to understand something. You have to understand that, yeah, they may eat meat. They may eat they fish today, but the next 7 to 10 days, they eat nothing but grains. They eat nothing but fruit. They eat nothing but vegetables. So we have to understand, if we gonna talk about that, we need to talk about it. So then, even when we fast forward to slavery times, our ancestors, man, they were so in tune with nature that they knew that certain meat wasn't even good for them. So they put certain herbs on top of this meat to do the due diligence the best way that they can. Think about it, honey baked ham. I bet none of us even asked, why is it honey baked ham? Somebody said, shut your old ass up before I get wicked. You finna get up out of here, buddy. You feel what I'm saying? Keep it gangster with you, blood. That's not what we doing up in here, G. About to get you up out of here, blood, on me. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna get you up out of here, G. You know, that ain't... Listen, the community gathering, you know what I'm saying, man? Listen, you know, look, I ain't finna keep it. I ain't gonna be too gangster. But, you know, yeah, I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't doing all that. We ain't doing all that. What's cracking, cuz? Shit, what's bracking? What's popping? I respect your gangster as long as you utilizing that warrior mentality to not be self-destructive, to not destroy our own, to not destroy our own community. I don't give a fuck what you bang. You can be Crip, Blood, with GD. I don't give a damn. What's popping? What's up? What you doing for the community? Are you teaching the community? Are you pulling the young homies under your shoulder and say, hey, don't do this? Utilize that warrior energy and start manifesting. Start teaching your community how to heal themselves. Start teaching your community about self-realization and healing. Yeah. But anyway, what was I speaking on? What was I speaking on? I done lost my whole train of thought. Oh, I was speaking about, okay, boom, that's what I was speaking about. I was speaking about the ancestors, right? So, boom, the ancestors was so tapped in, the ancestors was so tapped into nature, right? Peep game. We didn't even think about where does honey baked ham come from? Honey baked ham, right? Honey baked ham was, I'm not even gonna say honey baked ham, I'm gonna just say ham. Ham was the lowest part of the pig that our ancestors ate, right? What happened is that because our ancestors, right, were so connected to nature, we knew that this ham had parasites, live parasites and worms inside of it. So what they did is that they would go out in nature, right? They would grab cloves. For those that don't know, cloves is a great parasite eliminator as well, right? So you grab the cloves. What they did was with the ham, they will poke holes in the ham first and foremost. Then they will pour honey on top of the ham. Then they will pour cloves. Then they will put cloves on top of the ham. What happens is that when the honey, right, when the honey go inside the holes that they poked, it will draw the worms and the parasites up to the top of the ham. They will the parasites will also eat the cloves and they will die. See, I bet we didn't even know that. That's why it's very, man, listen. See, if we're going to talk about what our ancestors did, let's talk about it. If we're going to talk about it, what our ancestors did, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let me go ahead and swallow that. Telling you. Yeah, we can talk about what but see now, when we fast forward, right? Because we understand that our ancestors lived through us. Give me 5 more minutes, y'all. I got a lot of shit to say about food. I got hybrids and all. I got a lot of, but I also want to dive into the community gathering because I see a lot of questions. So boom, just give me about 5 more minutes, y'all. Then we're gonna dive into the community gathering. But so boom, if we're gonna talk about what because our ancestors lived through us, right? And I believe I spoke on this, either my last live or my live before my last live. I spoke how our ancestors lived through us, right? So it's a reason why, even me, right? It's a reason why I want to eat more natural. It's a reason why I want to drink my fruit juice. It's a reason why I don't truly care to eat meat. I said misinformation will have you misinformed. So it's a reason why I don't want to eat meat. My ancestors lived through me. They know that, okay, listen, we had to eat what we had to eat. But see, now you ain't gotta eat what you gotta eat. So you need to eat what you need to eat. Fuck eating what you had. Fuck trying to keep the tradition going on what we had to eat. Nah, now you need to eat what you need to eat. Go grab the seeded watermelon. Go grab the seeded grapes. Go grab your key limes. Go juice. I need you to fast every other day. I need you to fast throughout the entire day. You need to when you do eat a meal, you need to only eat once a day. It's a reason why, because my ancestors lived through me. So what I look like creating an ancestor altar and cooking them chicken and fish for fucking what? It's a reason why I'm eating the way I'm eating. If my ancestors lived through me, why in the hell am I gonna feed them something that I don't eat? It's a reason why. It's a reason why. So boom, dive more into the food. Now we finna get into the hybrids, right? Because I had a conversation about the hybrids, man. I had about a 2 hour, damn near a 2 hour consultation about food. Now we finna dive into the hybrids. Most of us know broccoli is man-made. It's a split hybrid between kale and celery, a wild cabbage plant. Broccoli was created in ancient Roman times. Chitlins. Oh, boy, I know y'all ain't talking about no chitlins. Oh, good God. I know y'all ain't talking about the boo-boo intestines. Y'all talking about intestines right now, Black? Come on now. I know we ain't talking about no intestines. That shit got me itching. What? Hell no. Not no intestines. Boy, fuck no, boy. Ooh, please stay away from that. Come on, bud. Come on, y'all. It's 2022, blood. Blood. Come on, son. It's 2022, blood. It's too much information to be sitting here talking about niggas still eating chitlins, money. Come on, son. Word to my mother, B. It's 2022. Man, listen, I'm going to keep it gangster with you. It's 2022, bro. At this point, ignorance is a fucking choice. She's saying hybrids. Come on, I need this info. My bad. Forgive me. All right, so boom. So we got broccoli, man. Man-made hybrids, right? But listen, when we dive into the hybrids, right, we need to understand something. Because I had some insight, and I had a conversation with a guy, And we have to understand that in ancient times, right? Majority of our ancient ancestors, they ate and created hybrid foods. All right. They ate and created hybrid foods. Why? To avoid to avoid famine and to survive. Now, what we have to understand is this. They created hybrid foods intellectually using nature. Right? Using nature, not to dismantle DNA. We got to understand that, not to because you know, yeah, in them science classes, that's what they doing. They splicing DNA, taking DNA here and there. Yeah, so okay, so all the hybrid foods, that's what y'all asking about? All right, so we got broccoli, we got corn, we got potatoes, we got Brussels sprouts, we got what else? Hybrid. Damn, what's that? I said carrot. Did I say carrots? Carrots. What else? What else? Hybrids. Lemons. Lemons are hybrid. It's some nuts hybrid. I think it's almonds. Is it almonds? Yeah, I think almonds hybrid. Right? Almonds is hybrid. Boom. What else hybrid? It's a lot of hybrids, but again, cauliflower for sure. Cauliflower hybrid. But again, you have to understand something, right? Like I said, you have human hybrids and you have nature hybrids. You feel what I'm saying? We wasn't splicing DNA and manipulating DNA and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, that ain't what we doing. Broccoli, yeah, for sure. Cashews, for sure. So are they not good to eat? I mean, shit, they hybrids. Wait, lemons? Yeah, facts, lemons. Fucking right. Kiwi, check it down. Kiwi is a hybrid, but it's made naturally. It's nature created it, right? We didn't dismantle DNA to create kiwi. Kiwi is a natural hybrid. That's the point that I was about to make, that yeah, it's a lot of food that are hybrids, but we have to understand, okay, did nature create this hybrid or was this human made hybrid? Was the DNA altered to create this? Hence broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. They say carrots is good for the eyes. That's the worst thing to put. That man. Splice DNA of fruits. Yeah, they splice DNA of fruits and vegetables. Where y'all think the human beings came from? How do you bulk and eat once a day in fast area? Hey, put that in the questions. I want to answer that. So what do you eat? Because I'm trying to change up the way I eat. I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. What I've been eating this past what I've been eating this past 3 to 4 weeks, I've been on nothing but fruit juice, and I've been eating raw wraps. You know what I'm saying? I've been eating the vegan, gluten-free, nut-free wraps with kale. It got kale, plantains. It has couscous? Nah, quinoa. I got quinoa in it. A little cayenne pepper. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting kind of into the little spicy seasonings, like the cayenne, the natural spicy seasonings, because I read some in the book, and it said that in a lot of cultures they use spicy seasonings because it opened up the pathways. It's opened up different neural pathways inside of the body. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? I be So these past 3-4 weeks, I've been eating raw. I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. You know what I'm saying? All right, so boom. So check this, right? Let me see what y'all talking about. Let me scroll up. Isn't kale hybrid as well? Not from my research. You know, if you You know what I'm saying? If you got something, if you got some information I don't know about, please pass it forward. Because I didn't, you know what I mean? I ain't see that. Let me see. Plantains. Yeah, plantains. Plantains real. So this is the thing, right? From my understanding, right? Plantains are real, but when it comes to real bananas have them thick seeds in it. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, y'all, I'm not an extremist, y'all, okay? I'm a God, I'm a spirit soul being that inhabits this flesh that is having a human experience. So the best thing that I can do is eat as clean as possible. Because when I get my land and I start growing my own food, man, you can't tell me nothing. I got all heirloom, organic, non-GMO. I got hella seeds, organic, non-GMO heirloom seeds. You feel what I'm saying? So when I get on my land, you feel me? Don't ask me no questions. But right now, hey, I'm just doing the best I can, y'all. But again, with the information, I got to pass it on. Yeah, real bananas are the small ones, fat top bananas, burro bananas. You feel me? I got a gang of those. You feel what I'm saying? All right, so boom. So when we dive more, right? So now I'm gonna just speak about protein real quick. Give me about 5 more minutes, y'all. Fuck that. Come get me. I'm going with you. Come on. Hey, all of us can go, man. We got our own little tribe going on. Get 30 acres. You feel what I'm saying? Build about 10, 12 houses on that motherfucker. What? Create our own compound. We got our own flag. We got our own national anthem, nigga. Yeah, the real national anthem where we give it honor and thanks to the highest power and not some entity that's trying to control us, the government, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Man, shit, boy. She said, let's find a wife and do it then. For sure. I'm growing in pots right now. I love it. Yeah. Talk to me nasty. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear all that. Nah, talk to me nasty. Tell me what you growing, baby. What you canning over there? You preserving? You making pickles? What you doing, baby? What you got in that refrigerator? You juicing? Oh, word? Oh, you got a tomato bush? Oh, you got some green heirloom, organic, non-GMO tomatoes? Oh, okay, bet. Yeah, talk to me nasty, nigga. What are you talking about? Yeah. All right, so boom. So boom. We finna dive into protein real quick. Give me 5 more minutes. Then we're gonna jump into the community gathering. It's a lot of people that's trying to join. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of questions. So boom. So when we talk about protein, right? Real quick, when we talk about protein is something that we do not need, right? What we need is simple amino acids. Where do we get simple amino acids going? Where do we get simple amino acids from? Vegetables and fruit. Think about it, right? The strongest animal, the silverback gorilla. Right? Protein, big as fuck, right? Strong. Come in here and tear his whole apartment up. Tear his whole apartment up. How does he get his protein? He get his simple amino acids from vegetables. You said 5 more minutes like 3 times. Look, man, forgive me, y'all. You feel me? Forgive me. So boom, you have to understand, right? So simple amino acid structures, right? Proteins. Protein is nothing but synthetic. It's nothing but simple amino acids broken down, synthetic, added chemicals, added hormones, and they call it protein. All right, it's nothing but a byproduct of simple amino acids, which is isolated, which is why I don't condone anybody taking anything from GNC. Because when you take shit from GNC, is when you take these vitamins and shit, these are isolated vitamins. Think about it. And say you take a vitamin D pill. What vitamin D is converted by way of calcium, right? So that means this vitamin D pill, right? Because it lacks calcium. Now the calcium is going to be pulled from your bones, your blood, your bone marrow. You feel what I'm saying? And so now the more you taking this vitamin D supplement, right? And it's stripping away your calcium. Come on, y'all. So when it comes to simple amino acid structures is nothing but binding agents to create protein. So you need simple amino acids from vegetables and fruit. All right. Complex protein is something that you do not need. Now, simple amino acid structures, they consist of 4 compounds, right? You got oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, and carbon, right? These 4 compounds is what creates the simple amino acid structures. These are these are called trace minerals: oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, and carbon. These are called trace minerals that creates simple amino acids that creates the protein, which then converts into acid salts, right? Which then acts like glue, which is the finger of the body that sticks together, that sticks the amino acids together. So now with these amino acid structures, this is where you get your structures and your systems from, which creates the entire body. You know, it builds the nose, the eyes, the organs, all the systems of the body. All right. I pray everyone understood, understood and understood, overstood, understood, and all of the above stood what I was speaking on, man. I really do. Let me drop some numbers real quick. We're about to add somebody up in here. We got a lot of people that wanna add. Somebody said taking notes, my grocery list. I love it. Give us some good books to read, to learn more about eating. I got you, man. I'm gonna talk about the books, y'all. I got you, man. Y'all want the whole library, you feel me? Y'all want the whole library. God, D, I got you though. You know, I ain't finna gatekeep like that. You know, I'm gonna keep it gangster with you, man. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me add somebody up in here real quickity split, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Finna go and get this community gathering bracket popping. Don't older folks need more protein? Don't older folks need more protein? Absolutely not. Again, well, I'm going to say this. What kind of protein are you talking about? Right? Because again, we need simple amino acids. We don't need protein. Protein is complex. Right? We don't need the simple amino acids is what create protein. Protein is nothing but isolated. Right? So these meats and these eggs and this dairy and the protein powders and all of that, that's just isolated. That create kidney problems. You need simple amino acids, which you get from fruits and vegetables. So to answer your question, nobody need protein. We need simple amino acids. All right, so bet. Let's add somebody up in here real quickity split. We got a lot of people want to add up in this month. You know what I'm saying? So we finna add Sean like the sun. You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class.
My boy.
What's poppin'?
What's poppin', King?
How you feeling?
Man, let me tell you, man, I am so grateful that you got rid of them negative energy out of the room real fast, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's every time we try to do something positive, you know, those entities always linger. They lurk.
Yeah. It's
negative comments you don't need.
Number bots.
You know. But yeah, man, so I'm sitting here actually just sipping on some passion fruit juice for the fans that are big fans of fruits or fruit juicing. Passion fruit is very high in calcium, you were just talking about, and vitamin C. Instead of taking them damn pills, get your fruits, you know what I mean?
Fruits.
But, just going back real quick to one of the points you made about the ancestors and what they consume.
Yeah.
A lot of the folks don't understand, and I'm telling you, you know, you got to, as you would say, understand that a lot of the products that they consumed during slavery and even post-slavery was all brought to them by the Europeans. You know what I mean? Right. I'll tell most of the folks here right now in the room, cow is not even a real animal. Talking about hybrid. Right. A cow is a mix between a buffalo and a bison. You know, it's like, and then here you go. Yeah, here you go now consuming this fake-ass meat and its milk and thinking that you're eating and thinking you're living, you know? So to me, it's always strange when I hear people talking. I say, you have all this time in the world, just like you say, we're living in the age of information. How is it that you're not doing the research? You know what I mean? What is it? What are you looking at? You know, they got you all distracted with all the things on the internet, or I call it the outer net, because it takes you out of your body. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
you need to reside within most of the time and just stay humble. So I'm just sitting here as always, bro. I'm just sitting and enjoying this shit. Oh, by the way, check what came in, bro.
What's that? You got the book.
Yo, man, I've been hooked on this shit, boy. I don't want to talk to him about it right now.
You got the book.
Man, and just to understand that all of this came from us, bro. All of this, that the Asian, they claim, you know, the Indians claim all these sexual habits, and I'm just like, wait, hold on a second, it came from us. It was dope, man. So for anyone that's
just like the art of war, it was a carbon normal in a man that taught him that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. It's kind of like the Maccabees. I don't know if you've ever heard of that book.
Nah, I never heard of that one.
So the Maccabees is a book it's banned in most parts of the world, especially England, because where I'm from in Jamaica, the Rastafarians study from that book because there's three brothers that wrote it, and these three brothers are very savvy warlords.
Yeah.
So they wrote a book about life.
Mm.
The Queen Bandit. So you got to check that out. I don't know where you can find it right now. In Harlem, there was a brother that was selling it and got arrested. It's a powerful book, The Maccabees. Just check it out.
The Maccabees.
The Maccabees.
The Maccabees. Okay.
Yeah, just look it up. And when I got this book, man, I was actually on a Zoom call for work, and I was like, hold on, Amazon's here. You know, I started reading right away, and I've just been in tune to it, man. So just thanks to that energy, you and the sister that I chimed in with last week. So yeah. I'm just here, man. I'm just here. I love the way you're spitting this knowledge, bro. You know, and for someone who asks about consuming one meal a day, here's the deal. I told you guys, you could go check my page. I've been doing this for 8.5 years, consuming one meal a day. I'm a former semi-pro football player. I'm currently an avid cyclist. I still eat one meal a day. I rode 80 miles on Sunday on a fasting stomach.
Wow.
Just drinking coconut water. It was a wet fast, coconut water.
And that's powerful because you have to. This is why I say, man, they confuse us. Misinformation will have you misinformed, and how they constructed this system is like the New Babylon. And when you break down the etymology of Babylon, it means to babble, to confuse. So it's a reason. It's the reason why they tell us we need to sleep 8 to 9 hours out the day. Yet in the same sentence, they say we need to eat 3 times a day because our body then utilizes that energy to break down that food. Instead, you could be utilizing that energy to do things more productive.
Yeah, so it's really living in a state. It's living in a state of coma.
Fact.
So when they create their series like The Walking Dead, I work in the city, Manhattan, and I walk past people every day. I'm like, this is The Walking Dead. It's actually here. These people are like dead, zoned out, clueless as to what's really going on. So it's just a coma they want to keep us in.
It's the zombie
state.
Absolutely. And you know, I made a point the other day when I was having a conversation with a god about, you know, they was talking about MK Ultra and all that. I'm like, yo, people walk around MK Ultra right now
without even being programmed.
You can go in the street and talk to somebody about the information that we talk about in these community gatherings, and they're gonna look at you crazy.
Yeah,
they're gonna be like, they're gonna want to kill you.
Bro, forget about people in the street. My own family, man.
Our own people.
You
talking about MK Ultra, nigga? Fuck the TV. They already got them.
I'm telling you, man. So when I hear community gathering and I chime in on a Wednesday, bro, it's like it doesn't matter how long my day was or whatever. It's just a different energy, man. So I'm gonna tell you to keep this zoning, man. And if and when you do this gathering, bro, this pick or retreat, you know.
It's coming soon. I'm still working out the details, man. But
before I get off real quick, I want you to check out this brother. I spent some time with him in St. Lucia. His name is Priest Kailash.
Hold on, let me write that down real quick.
All right. He does a retreat too, him and a brother up in Canada, Vancouver. It's called the King's Rising Retreat.
The King's what retreat?
King's Rising.
King's Rising, for sure.
He does one for the women once a year, and he does one for the men. And it's just, you go to St. Lucia, he has a whole mountain, bro. He teaches you about every plant. He's an actual medical doctor that studied abroad, but he resides in St. Lucia. And Rastafarian brother, everything is organic, bro, out of the earth. You know what I mean? So I spent some time chitting with him and chatting with him there. And I think his name is Priest Kailash. You can find him here on IG. He goes live quite a bit often too, sharing information. And Kailash is spelled, I think, Kalash. So it's Honorable HON Priest Kailash. You'll find it. If anything, I'll just if anything, I'll tag you with his info.
For sure, I appreciate that, bro.
But we gotta keep these energies live, bro, because the negative ones are heavy.
For sure.
You know, hey, you see that right there?
Yeah.
I just had a conversation about that today. I did this to a gentleman in the gym. He's like, "What is that?" I said, "It's the original peace sign." I said, "Nah, it's like this." I said, "No, they told us it's like this because it's all about segregation for them." But you know, stay up, my boy. Bless you, man. Always.
Facts. Yeah. So for those that don't know, this is the universal peace sign. Means unity. one together. This means separate. All right. So that's why they put also in a cartoon, aliens and shit, we come in peace. The universal peace sign. Hey, look, man, we need to stick together, you know. Yeah. So boom home. Well, let's ask somebody else up in here real quick. Split, you feel me? Then we gonna answer a few questions. Let me see. We got Zay. You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class. What's poppin'?
Yo, what's up, man?
What's poppin', guy? How you feeling?
Man, dude, I got on here to tell you what happened.
What's up? Talk to
I
me.
talked to you last week. I
Yeah,
think
I
it was.
remember.
You remember, right?
Yeah.
Told you about those doors, right?
Yeah, the doors. Yeah.
I got the keys. I got the keys.
Hey, congratulations, God.
Thank you, bro. Look at this, man.
Wow.
Listen in the spirit. Hold on, let me turn my light off real quick, because I just want y'all to see how good God is when you walk in integrity with spirit.
Wow.
For those that don't know, look at that, two people on here. Okay. This is the view from where I live now.
Wow. Wow, that's beautiful. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Listen, thank you. But for those that wasn't on, I was telling him that I seem to have been having trouble. Like I wasn't gonna be able to get to that next level, but I told him that the signs that I was receiving from Spirit and the words that he said to me was that I was being initiated, and that all I had to do was just really trust. Keep going, keep going. Every door opened up. That's all I want to say. I hope that encourages you, man. You on the right path, man. Like I said before, you a man of God. You all right with
I
me.
appreciate you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, peace.
So what happened? So for those that don't know what happened, you know, the Zay, man, he came on here last week and he was explaining how, you know, he feel like he getting mixed signals. You know, he feel like you know, a door may open and, you know, spirit will tell him to fall through with the door that may open. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as he fall through, you know, the door don't fall through. You know what I'm saying? The door get closed. And you know, he was explaining how this continues to happen. And what I was telling him was that so with me, I've been an entrepreneur for 8 years, right? And for those that don't know, the first 4 to 5 months of me being an entrepreneur, I was eating white rice and ketchup for dinner every night, right? That was the only meal I could afford. The white rice was 10 cents. The ketchup was free at Chick-fil-A because Chick-fil-A was right up the street. So I would walk to Chick-fil-A, get their condiments, walk to the store, grab 10 cents worth of white rice, come back home, make my dinner, right? And the thing is that one thing I had to learn about being an entrepreneur is that the more no's you get, it gets you closer to your yes. And so what I was telling him was that you know, as those doors continue to close, it's not that they're closing. What you're doing is you're going through initiation. What you're doing is you're getting prepared for the yes that's about to come. And so you got to just trust that and keep going. Every door that you every door or every route that spirit tells you to go to or go through, go to it. But change your perspective of the door closing. Just have the perspective of, okay, I'm getting initiated pretty much. I'm going through these different initiations. So now when my yes come, we up. And now as y'all can see, the God is up. So for motivation and inspiration for those that are out there, you know, if you feel like doors keep closing, or you know, you feel like stuff ain't going right and you keep falling through, just change your perspective and just look at it as I'm being initiated. Just look at it as the more no's I get, the closer I get to my yes. All right, just look at it as God, Jesus, your ancestors, whatever you say subscribe to, is just preparing you for the yes. Let me answer some questions real quick, man. It's a lot of questions up in this mouth, boy. God damn. Okay, so boom. So somebody asked, "Hello, God. What did you add into your juice?" I added Ethereum gold. For those that don't know, this is Ethereum gold. Very good, high vibrational, great for the brain. Very good, you know, to take it, you know, before you meditate. Stimulates the brain, man. It gets them neural pathways going. It's very good, very good. Non-corrosive, all of the above. And you can take colloidal silver as well. I don't advise taking it a lot, but colloidal silver is very good as well. So somebody asked, do your community gatherings be scheduled or you do them whenever? I do my community gatherings every Wednesday at 9 p.m. If you do not see me post or give an update on my community gathering being on Wednesday at 9 p.m. of that week, then obviously I may be going through a fast, a purge, some alone time, whatever the case may be. So so is Ethereum gold is the same as the monatomic gold? It do have similar properties. Yes. Let me see. Is food your love language? Most definitely. And is food my love language? Yes. Food is definitely my love language. Intentional food is my love language, right? So a queen that's cooking for me, that's in the kitchen, you know, she's intentionally making sure her mood is good. She's intentionally playing music that's high vibrational that she's putting inside of the food. Native American music, like, you know, drums and flutes and or frequency sounds. You know what I'm saying? Healing food is my love language. Yeah, for sure. Food. Of course, you know, I gotta be specific because just not all general food. But yeah, food is definitely my love language. Cooking is my love language. You feel what I'm saying? One of them, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I love a baby that can cook. You feel me? Like, yeah, because I love to eat and I know how to cook. And you know, and my thing is, you ain't even got to know how to cook, baby. I teach you how to cook. You know what I'm saying? Come here, baby. Let me teach you how to cook. You feel me? So now you can come in here and throw down for a nigga. You know what I'm saying? We can dive in and then vice versa whenever. Yeah, you know how we do it, man. You know I gotta keep it gangster sometimes, y'all. Forgive me for I'm not sorry. I'm a God, I'm spirit, I'm soul being, but I'm also having a human experience. So I'm controlling the energy. Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Let me scroll down. It's a lot of questions, y'all. It's a lot of questions. I'm gonna answer a few more questions, then we're gonna add somebody else up in here. Herbs for the lymphatic system. Listen, the best thing for you to do to figure out herbs for the lymphatic system, go to my website, type in thebloodthatheals.com, go to my Super Mover and Super Mover 2, right? You can either order the herbs or you can look at the ingredients and get the herbs yourself. So somebody asked the difference between American agriculture versus the rest of the world and how some people with allergies can eat the food they are allergic to because of the way America process their food. That, I mean, you just pretty much answered it. The difference between it right there. I don't know if you was just asking a question or you was making a statement. So, but if you was just making a statement, I'm gonna add on to that. I agree 100%. So the thing is, even when it comes to food, even when it comes to growing, we got to understand that our sun and soil and water is completely different from other countries. And what I mean by that is, shit, we can't even drink our own tap water. I mean, I ain't gonna say we can, but you know, I don't advise you to. It's a lot of pharmaceuticals and chemicals inside of that water. Majority the majority of it is the fluoride. The fluoride it literally calcifies your pineal gland. It shuts down your glandular highway, right? It stunts the pituitary gland. So now when you drinking this fluoride water, you know what I'm saying, and you can't, and as a man you can't get up, or as a woman, you know what I'm saying, your vagina is not as moist, or your cycles is, you know what I'm saying. So our sun is different, our water is different, it's different. And then when you think about it, it's hundreds of food and hundreds of ingredients that is banned in other countries versus over here. And you want to know why? It's because in other countries their government is scared of their citizens. Out here our citizens are scared of the government. So pretty much we're giving them the power to do whatever they want to our food. Not only that, we're giving them the power. This is why I always say that I am manifesting and I want us to get back to nature and having our own land and growing our own food. Because when you give somebody the power, When you give somebody the power and the permission to feed you, you also give them the power and the permission to starve you. And then the shit that they feeding us got all kind of chemicals inside of it. So, feel what I'm saying? So I pray if that was a question, I pray I answered your question. If that was a statement, I just wanted to add on to that. I'm gonna answer a few more questions, and then we're gonna add somebody else up in here real quick and display. You feel me? So somebody asked, where can you find the etymology of words? It's a book called the Etymology Dictionary. So it's 3 books. You can get the Black's Law Dictionary, the 8th edition. You can get the Etymology Dictionary, and you can get a regular Webster's Dictionary. Those 3 dictionaries is what you're gonna have to use for each word that you look up, right? Because the Webster's is like just some shit they put just some shit they put inside the dictionary. You gotta look up the origin and everything, right? And then you take that same word and you go to the etymology, right? Break it down, the syllables and etc. And then you go to the Black's Law Dictionary, because the Black's Law Dictionary really breaks down the words and the law of this land that they implemented. So I pray I answered your question. Let's see. Somebody said, I thought a crystallized pineal gland was bad. Can you explain further? Yes. So this was Tori. So a crystallized pineal gland is definitely bad because it's crystallized. You know what I'm saying? That's what I just spoke about with the fluoride. You know what I'm saying? It calcifies the pineal gland. I believe what I was explaining earlier was that you probably misconstrued was what I was saying, that there are crystals. There are light crystals, natural crystals, right, that are located around the pineal gland. And when the Kundalini rising, or when you're doing meditation, or when you're doing the when you're doing those different breathing, those techniques and mantras and different breathing techniques, the crystals that's inside of the brain, located near the pineal gland, stimulates the pineal gland. So your pineal gland is not crystallized, it's just being stimulated, which gives you that heightened state of spirituality and etc. So I pray I answered your question. Somebody asked, how do you regulate your emotions naturally? Is depression a parasite? Most definitely depression is a parasite. It's an entity, right? Of course, it's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of perspectives, right? When it comes to depression, but majority of the time, depression is caused by what we consume, right? Think about it. If you're eating a cow and this cow had just watched 10 of his homies get slaughtered, he just watched his mom get slaughtered, his dad get slaughtered, right? And all the rest of his homies. Now he's in a state of depression. He's in a state of anxiety. He's in a state of madness, of anger, right? Of sadness. These emotions, right, are also called fight or flight emotions, which releases cortisol. Now, within this cow, it's releasing those chemicals. Now, because this cow is not calm, nor because this cow is not being loved or nurtured before it's slaughtered, all those chemicals is still in that cow when it's slaughtered. So now they slaughter the cow, which has the chemicals, the fight or flight chemicals, and the steroids inside of it. They take this cow and they put more antibiotics and other chemicals inside that meat so it won't spoil. Then they take it to the store and you eat it. So now you're eating those chemicals that the cow has just released. This is in most, if not all, animals that we ate from a grocery store. On top of that, the box, what we just spoke about, the box food that they sell us, you got to think about it. I spoke on this last week. When you go inside of a grocery store, you got 13 aisles of nothing but food. But yet when you look in the last aisle, which is the smallest aisle, it says organic, live natural food, right? Organic, natural living food or natural food. So if you got the last aisle in the grocery store that says natural food, that says living food, right? Then what's that? What's the rest of it? The hell of it? What is the the rest of this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So and so that plays a part. What also plays a part, we have to understand, overstand, and understand that we are electrical beings, and we need to be consuming electrical things. Think about it. Even if you do fall in a state of depression or a low mood, eat fruits. Eat fruits. Drink some fruit juice. I promise you that depression is not going to last long. Why? Because those fruits are electrical. It's going to heighten your mood. I pray I answered your question. Let's add somebody else up in here. And if you, and like I said, if you got parasites, you can do a parasite cleanse. If you can't get the herbs for the parasite cleanse, you can definitely go to the store, right? You could definitely get a papaya. Excuse me. You could definitely get a papaya. Take the papaya seeds, right? Make a smoothie with the papaya seeds, probably like a tablespoon per smoothie, right? Now, when you make this smoothie, I don't advise milk. Use coconut water or use fruit juice. Of course, add your fresh fruits or whatever, but for your base, don't use milk. Use coconut water or use fruit juice. Put the tablespoon of papaya in there with some fruits, bust it down. You can do this twice a day for at least 14 days, parasite cleanse. Boom, that's the natural, easiest way. You can get a papaya for like $3, $4. So I pray I answered your question. Let me see. Let's add somebody else up in here real quickly. Split. Feel me? Let me scroll down. Boom. Let me start right here. We got the conscious spot. You raise your hand. Come on to the front of the class. Burn some sage in a minute.
Peace.
Grand. How you feeling?
I'm feeling grateful. At first, before I even say anything, I just want to give gratitude for you taking the energy to share all this information, this wisdom with us, because, you know, we going along this journey. It takes a minute, you know what I'm saying, to implement all this, to learn it, to know how to teach it to other people. So I appreciate, you know, all that you do and how you put your heart into it, for sure. But I just wanted to come on here real quick. You've been talking a lot about alkalinity and hybrids and all that. And my partner and I have an alkaline meal prep company, and we ship US nationwide, because I know, you know, when we first starting, it can be confusing because they made the chaos and they made this confusing. So if you're looking for high quality, delicious, nutritious meals straight from our farmers, like you said, we putting good intention into it. We got high vibrational music when we cooking. You know, it's a creative process. So I would love to share our creation with anyone that is wanting that service.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm glad you got on here and you promoted that, because, you know, like you said, a lot of people don't know where to start. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna definitely check it out too. What is it? The Conscious? That's the brand, the Conscious Spot.
Yes, we got a lot of new things coming. We just made for a client today our sloppy Joe. Amazing. We got, like you said, we got spelt bread, but not any hard spelt bread. No shit like that. We got a lot of different things. We got a lot of different mushrooms. You was talking a lot about mushrooms. We got enoki mushrooms too, to change it up a little bit. We got crab cakes. We got so many beautiful things.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. So for everybody that's on here that don't know where to start, or that just want to give a company a try, go ahead. I'm gonna definitely be giving y'all, seeing what y'all got going on, because, you know, I would love to, you know, to branch out and start promoting or anything. So I'm gonna definitely tap in.
I appreciate it. Thank you again.
Of course.
Have a beautiful night.
All right, Queen. Y'all do the same.
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all check them out. The Conscious Spot, man. Shit, yeah. They got the alkaline meal. She talking about some sloppy Joe. Hey, shit, I'm gonna have to see what that much. It's time at. Hey, what? Got the sloppy Joe, nigga? What? But stop, man. I gotta see what that sloppy Joe talking about. You feel? Oh, but let's add somebody else up in here real quickly. Split, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Let's burn this sage real quick, get the energy right. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Word to my mother, B. Shit was rocking. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can't crease the Timbs and shit. You know what I mean? Come on, son. You must lost the beef out your burrito or something, B. You know what I mean? Like, tighten up. You know what I'm saying? Word to my mother, B. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's add somebody else up in here real quickly. Split. Let's see. We got Indo Luciano. I know you. Do I know you? I know a nigga named Indo. I know somebody named Indo. Yo, I can't hear you, God. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Hell no, we can't hear you, God. He said, how long? He said, how long? Come on, man. You know, a soldier sleeps with his boots on. If you already ready, you ain't got to get ready. You feel me? Nah, we still can't hear you, God. Damn. Hey, look, get it right. Get it right and request again. I'm going to add you. Probably take the Bluetooth off or something. Turn the Bluetooth off real quick. What's it? He said, you said this was Indo smell like outdoor. Hey, get it right. Hey, get it right and request again, bro. I wanted to see what the guy talking about. So, hey, you said this was Indo smell like outdoor, and that was funny as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. That was funny. You funny in it on mine. Like, what? Stop. Hey, look, Indo, get the sound right. Get the sound right. You feel me? And request again, bro. I want to add you, man. I want to get as many gods on here. You know, we having a lot of goddesses, which of course I truly appreciate. I honor, I respect it. You feel what I'm saying? I appreciate all the goddesses that be on here. But you know, shit, y'all be asking me for the goddess too. So it's like, shit, I gotta, you feel me? We gotta have a balance. You know what I'm saying? All right, he talking about Adam again. All right, bet. Let me see what you got going on, Indo, man. Had that shit good, bro. Had that shit right, God. Let's see what's popping. Okay, we good.
You hear me now?
Yeah, what's popping,
My fault. I was on the phone with my girl when you call. I was like, damn, you gotta get off this month. But
It's all good.
yeah, bro. So you was talking about the I was on here before too. I don't know if you remember. I was on here probably like 2 weeks ago.
I remember you was at work.
But,
You was peeping your surroundings the whole time.
man, I'm at work now and I'm still doing the same shit. But yeah, bro. You was talking about the beans and shit. So I was reading on How to Eat the Lid by Elijah Muhammad, and he was saying like damn, they cry loud as hell. He was saying like the navy bean was the most powerful, basically the most powerful bean we can eat. So can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so of course, you know, there are beans like the great one of the top beans you can eat for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
But again, when we break down the biochemistry of the body, you know what I'm saying? We got to really understand like how it breaks down and what happens in the body with the things that we consume. So yeah, of course, you can eat the navy beans. Like I said, I'm not an extremist, and of course, the navy beans, of course, is the highest fiber of beans. It's better than black beans, better than pinto beans. You feel what I'm saying? But the point I was making is that you got beans and you got legumes. You feel what I'm saying? Now, legumes is the highest, you know what I'm saying, the highest portion of beans, because it's really legumes that you can eat, which is chickpeas, you know what I'm saying, and lentils and things of that nature.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I got another question. Ed, about the beans and about the fasting. So, cause lately I've been trying to, like 2-3 months ago, I did a 10-day fast.
Yeah.
And I ain't eat nothing. I just drunk straight fruit juice. See, I'm trying to get back to that. Like, what you think like I'm trying to tap into it. Like, it be days I be trying to tap into it, and I be like, no, I'll fuck around and eat some fruit still and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And today it's crazy though, cause like I don't know if our energy be tapping in together, but as soon as I was about to ask you about the mushrooms and the broccoli, cause I ain't gonna lie, I just fucked some broccoli up today. So when you said about the I'm like, damn, I was at that, I was hurt as hell. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, damn, he said the broccoli bad for us. But I kind of already knew that though, because I read it. I listened research on it like I think about a year ago, but I forgot. But you really just brought that shit like. Burn that shit back, cause I remember I was watching. I told you I do a lot of research on Dr. Sebi and shit like that.
Yeah.
And Yeah, man. When you said about the broccoli, I'm like, dog, I just banged damn near a whole plate of that shit. Like,
Yeah, for
cause
sure. Yeah,
man,
it's all good. So when it comes to the fasting, bro, like my question to you is, how did you start it? Like, what did you do before?
bro, I don't like literally. I don't know. Like, I just one day was like, bro, I ain't about to eat shit today. And then second day came, third day came, like I'm not eating nothing. Fourth day, I really don't know what made me do it, but I just like it just happened.
It was upgrades. That's what you was going through.
Yeah, like
You was going through
man,
an upgrade.
it just happened and stuff like that. And then I seen you I seen you on your page smoking and stuff like I know it ain't THC and none of that junk, but like what is it what you be smoking?
Yeah, so what I be smoking in my pipe, it's Haitian tobacco. Now I don't smoke it all the time. You know what I'm saying? To keep it gangster with you, it's really for the aesthetic. But the thing is that the Haitian tobacco, it doesn't have any chemicals. It doesn't have a nicotine or anything like that. So when you understand the healing properties of tobacco, tobacco has healing properties. You know what I'm saying? So you can actually smoke tobacco. It gets rid of the film and the phlegm, you know, the mucus inside of the lungs. It helps cough it up. And holding that smoke inside of your gums can help with cavities and gingivitis and, you know, other gum problems and mouth problems. So
they fucked it up basically putting the
yeah,
nicotine
for
in there
sure,
and shit.
100%. Yeah, you know they
Man,
gotta, they gotta put their hands on it.
Man, they be putting their hands on every fucking thing. Like, man, I be feeling like they be putting that shit in the fruit sometimes too at the stores and shit like that, man.
Facts.
Cause like sometimes like you said, like when you be feeling down, eat some fruit, and that shit be real as hell. Cause like a couple days ago, man, I'm in this like me and my girl, like we weren't arguing, but we was kind of like arguing stuff like that, and then I ate a whole thing of mangoes. I was happy as hell, like like that happiness just came out of nowhere. So yeah, you
Because
be right
it's
about that
high
fruit shit.
vibrational, bro. That's the highest vibrational food you can eat.
Man,
Facts.
all right, bro. I'm gonna tap in with you probably next time you do one of these, bro. I'm gonna tap back in with you.
For
So
sure, I appreciate you, guys.
I had hella questions, but man, I'm the fucker I forgot. For real.
For sure. Well, I appreciate you for tapping in, God.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. All right, so check it, y'all. So I see y'all asking about the tobacco. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be Haitian tobacco. You know what I'm saying? It could be any natural tobacco there is. Just make sure you ain't got no chemicals or no nicotine, nothing like that. You feel what I'm saying? Chamomile, lavender, calm your nerves now. Facts. Now that's what I used to smoke too. I used to smoke the chamomile, the lavender, the mugwort, the motherwort. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Let's add somebody else up in here. We got that's a lot going on. The energy high tonight, man. I love it. Let me see. Let me add somebody else up in here. We got damn. Let me scroll down. Boom. All right, we got Self-Master Healer. I am Daisha. I pray I said your name right. You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class. What's popping?
I ain't gonna lie, I was hoping that you didn't add me. But I'm grateful though, regardless. I wanted to share this book. I don't know if you read it, but one of the guys I was talking to in my life, they left this book with me, and I've been fucking with it ever since. And yesterday I was reading before I went to sleep.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did before you got on here, because there was a lot of stuff that was it's coming in at the right time. But I do want you to share some of your books that you might have, some beginner.
All right, come on, man. Let's go up in here real quick. Everybody want to see my books, man. All right, y'all. We in the library right now. All right. So let's see. I ain't got no big light in here. Let me see. Hold on. Let me grab a little flashlight real quick so y'all can see all my books. All right. All right, let me just turn this around. All right, so that right there is the etymology book everybody be talking about right there. Everybody be asking me about. That's the etymology book, right? Dictionary of Etymology. That's my Webster book. Y'all can see it's all kind of. I'll be putting in work. All right, here goes some more books. You got the hidden power. Right, matter of fact, let me see. Y'all can see this. Can y'all see this? Or am I froze?
It's loading.
Oh, it's loading?
Yeah.
Man, why is it loading? What's going on?
I don't know.
All right, there we go.
Oh, let me see. Etymology.
All right, we back.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so boom. So we got the hidden power, very powerful, about the subconscious mind, the secret mental power. This is power. This is very powerful right here. Let me see. The secret mental powers, magic of mind magic. This was very powerful. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that they be talking about powers and getting their powers and shit, man. Tap into that subconscious mind. Y'all know the becoming supernatural, very powerful.
Got that one. That was the first one I got that put me on else.
Yeah, placebo. We got the placebo effect, psychic empath. That right there, this book right here, psychic empath. That's about like 5 books in one. Very powerful. Let me see. Oh, the Stellar Man is really good. Think and Grow Rich. Very good. Let's scroll down. Let me see. Medical Apartheid. Very powerful. They came before. Yeah, they came before Columbus. Very powerful. Let me see what else we got. The Time Before the Moon. This is basically a novel about, time before the moon. For those that don't know, the moon is the moon ain't really, but we can dive into that later.
I would love to.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, we the Black Jewels. Yeah, boom, boom. Egyptian yoga, very powerful. So this right here, for those that don't know, right, it's a master teacher named Bobby Hemmett. Right? This is one of his books called Melanin People, White Luciferians. As y'all can see, yeah, Bobby Hemmett. Yeah, y'all can look him up on YouTube. That's that man there. That man there knows some shit. So this is one of his little books, like a little binder. Let me see. We in a book collection today. Oh, over here is some powerful shit right here. So I got the whole collection. You know what I'm saying? A Baron Cole, the Lost Rams, the 12th Planet, the Stairway to Heaven. Oh my God, this right here is the whole series right here. It come as a whole little whoop-de-whoop.
What's the series called?
It's called The Complete Earth Chronicles. I'm finna show you.
Earth Chronicles.
Y'all get my whole library right now. Let me see. Oh, let me see what else we got.
So
you said what?
People only gonna read like half of them anyways.
Yeah. So we got Modern Esoteric, really good. The Devil. Oh, Behold the Pale Horseman. For those that don't know what book that is, y'all need to get that. It's a man that wrote, William Cooper. That man wrote this book, right? And literally in the end of the book, he has a list of, if he end up missing, right? These are the people that took me. This man ended up missing 2 years after his book came out.
What's his name?
William Cooper. The Secret Games of the Gods. It's a powerful book, pretty good. Oh, the ISIS Thesis. Oh, I'm gonna keep it gangster with y'all. It's some deep information in the ISIS Thesis. You can't read the book. You gotta read the book. Y'all know what I mean by that. Can't read the book. You gotta read the book. Right? So boom, we got activating your 5D frequency, the 9 ways of creation, the cosmic womb, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Man, listen, man, y'all get my whole thou out right now.
Okay, wait, I got a question.
What's up, Queen?
What books do you recommend specifically for health and eating?
Health and eating? Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. Bet. I got the whole thou out for you. So we got the Plague of Corruption, Biohazard. This is your brain on food. Breathe is very powerful as well. It doesn't necessarily speak about food, but it's definitely, speaks about breathing. You know what I'm saying? And breathing is very vital when it comes to health. Probiotics, you got the second brain right there. That right there, I definitely advise all y'all to get that. The second brain, which is really the first brain, which is your gut. You know what I'm saying? You got Modified, speaks about the GMOs, right? Let me see. Grow a New Body, very good. This is your brain on parasites. Yeah, all the, just a few books, nothing too major, but yeah.
I mean, it seemed like you Covered about 3-4 times at least.
Yeah, just
Like information, but no, yeah, man, I love that. I really appreciate you sharing that, and I just got a whole list. I ain't write down everything, but I feel like this is a good start for me. You feel me?
oh yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah, y'all done got my whole
uh,
library.
this right here, this has got some. This is interesting.
Hey, what's the name of that book?
The Rebirth of the Gods.
The Rebirth of the Gods.
hmm
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Talk about all your senses, and not just like what did it say? We got 5 senses. Yeah, it talk about the 12 senses. It talk about food. What properties and minerals is in the food, all that stuff. The different organs in the body. It's really small, but it's like got a lot in here, so it's an
Yeah.
easy read. So I would recommend you get it. Not you, but whoever wants.
Oh, I'm getting it for sure. For sure.
But, also, I did DM you, but you ain't respond, so I'm gonna email you because I feel like that's how.
Yeah. Just yeah, you can email me, Quinn. Forgive me. I get a lot of DMs, man. Forgive me.
It's okay, but I'm like, you know what? This ain't working. I gotta reach out to you some different way. And I saw you got your email on you, so.
Yeah, email me, Queen.
But yep, I'm about to do a little workout. So I hope you have a good night.
All right, for sure. I appreciate you for tapping in. Queen, have a good one.
You too.
All right. For sure. Yeah, y'all done got a nigga whole library. Like, God damn, what? Golly. Y'all know, man. I don't got a problem with sharing information, man. I ain't finna gatekeep with y'all, man. You know, that shit ain't gonna do nothing but enhance you. It's finna enhance all of us. You feel what I'm saying? The real gods of this land. So this watermelon juice was just sitting out. I completely forgot about it because I grabbed the book. And I'm like, oh, let me go ahead and finish this. All right, bet. Let's ask somebody else. I took 60. Damn, y'all took 60 screenshots? Yeah. For sure. Of course, man, it's an honor, man. Y'all get all them books, man, and expand your consciousness. All right, so come on, man. Let's see what's going on. Let's ask somebody else. Then I'm going to go back to answering a question. We got Conscious Melanated God. You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class. Oh, The Power of Now? Woo, powerful book.
What's up? Peace, God.
Fine, God. What's popping?
Man, not much. Just chilling, man. Got some Dragon's Blood Sage.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And it's hidden too. I wouldn't, but I wanted to ask you, what in your opinion would be the best milk, to consume?
The milk you create yourself. And so the milk that I create, I make my milk. I make sea moss milk, right? So I get some walnuts, and you know, some spring water, agave, or you can use date syrup, a little pink Himalayan sea salt, sea moss. You can add cinnamon in it. You can add burro or Thai bananas in it. You know what I'm saying? So you can really make it into something. So you could definitely use I use a lot of walnuts, and I use hemp seeds to make. So I make hemp milk too.
Okay, walnuts and hemp seeds.
Yeah.
Let me write that down.
Yeah.
And then also, let me see, walnut.
Mm-hmm. And when and depending on how you make it as well. So before our partnership with, you know, the juicers that I have, I was using it in a blender, and then I just strain it. So I put everything in a blender. I put the walnuts, the spring water, agave, pink Himalayan sea salt, sea moss, a little cinnamon, and some bananas, and I blend it up, you know, and I strain it. But because I got a juicer, you can also look. It's certain juices out there that make the milk for you as well. You can put everything in there and make the milk for you.
Wow.
Right.
That sounds good, bro. That sounds good. I'm gonna look into it because, you know, I thought I was doing some. At first, I transitioned, you know, because I know dairy that it creates mucus. So I stopped that, and then I transitioned to soy milk, and then Then I went from soy milk to oat milk and almond milk. And now everybody's saying that almonds is bad. So
Yeah.
that's why I really wanted to know, and I'm trying to figure out, what's the best, because dang, that walnut milk, I know it's good for us, but it be high in the mug in the stove.
Yeah. Yeah,
Look,
make your own, man. Make your own. And on oat milk is good too, man. You can get some oats. Do the same thing. Do the same thing with the nuts. Just you throw the oats in there. You can make your own oat milk.
oat milk, okay. And what would you say would be? I know you said you spoke about the amino acids.
Yeah.
Now, if you could name 3 or 4 other components or chemical compounds that help our bodies, progress and heal. What would you name other than amino acids?
For sure. Sugar, fructose.
Those.
And you get fructose from fruit. We got to understand that the vegetables and fruit, they digest differently inside the body. Fruits cleanse, vegetables rebuild, which is why the silverback gorilla, all he eats is vegetables, and he can tear 2 houses down by himself.
Yeah.
So and naturally, we are naturally frugivores. So our bodies naturally break down fruit naturally. You know what I'm saying? Because when it breaks down, what it does is that fructose penetrates the cell, penetrates the blood cell, and is broken down into ATP, which is adenosine triphosphate, which gives us the energy it needs. A lot of times when we feel dehydrated because we drink so much water, it's not as big. What it is that our cells are screaming for H3O2, which is fruit juice, and not water, because a lot of people don't also understand that water can also have the ability to dehydrate you. Hence why the more water you drink, then you go, oh, I need more water, I feel dehydrated. That's because your cells are now screaming for fruit juice, H3O2.
And that's why I've been doing coconuts and watermelon. I'm on day 4 now of a straight fruit fast. I've just been consuming none but fruits, and I'm in the middle of a Dr. Sabi detox as well, taking the chelation too with the cell food and the bromide. And I'm trying to help it out with the most alkaline things possible.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, keep doing that.
Making this list, I got amino acids. You say fructose, and then what else?
That's it. I mean, that's to cleanse and keep the body in homeostasis, because you got to understand that when it comes to simple amino acids, you're getting your simple amino acids from fruit. You know what I'm saying? And you get it from vegetables as well. So, fructose and glucose. So glucose is in vegetables, fructose is in fruit. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, glucose as well, the vegetables. But again, if you're trying to cleanse, you want nothing but fruit. You want nothing but fructose. If cleansing is what you're trying to do.
Cleanse and build. I got a really, really fast metabolism. Can't keep no weight on me.
Yeah.
Got to keep some weight on me. So it's like, I'm just looking for ways to do that. I've been using teas as well. I heard you speak about the cloves, and I know, I use burdock root, dandelion root, stuff like that as well to drink those teas, and them teas really, help out as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I really appreciate that, bro. I really appreciate you, coming through and dropping so much information. I love your music.
I appreciate it, bro.
I'm getting closer to God.
I'm getting close to the God.
Yeah. That's the thing right there. I'll put that on repeat all day.
Nice. Hey, real quick, before you do go, though, I want to touch on something. You said you have a problem with keeping on weight.
Yeah.
So we got to understand something, right? So weight, your metabolism is controlled by your glandular highway, right? The master gland is the pituitary gland, and that sends information by way of neurotransmitter through your thyroid and parathyroid, right? Now, if you have a problem with gaining weight and keeping weight, that means you have a hypothyroid. If you have a problem with losing weight, you have a hyperthyroid. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because you want to. What I advise is focusing on the thyroid. You know what I'm saying? Focusing on your thyroid because your gland. There could be something probably going on with your glandular highway. What me and you can do, email me, and we can hop on a one-on-one phone call, and we can, you know what I'm saying, we can take care of that.
Okay, all right, that's your email. Is it like on your profile and on your stuff?
Yeah, it's thebloodthatheals@gmail.com.
Oh, that's simple. That's simple. Yeah, I'll do that then.
Yeah, email me. Let's schedule a phone call so we can focus on that because it's all about that glandular highway.
Okay, I'm gonna do that right now.
Yeah, for sure. God, I appreciate you.
All right, God.
God. So yeah, so for those, another jewel for those that don't know, right? For those that don't know, right? If you have a problem with gaining weight, if you have a problem with gaining weight, you have a hypothyroid. If you have a problem with losing weight, you have a hyperthyroid. You know what I'm saying? So you want to focus on that thyroid. Now, damn, it's another thing. Damn, I should have said that too while God was on the phone. God, I hope you still in this live. It's another thing that I want to touch on too, because I used to play football, right? I used to play football for a college, and I used to be super big. I was like 230. I was 230, all muscle, just you feel what I'm saying? But when I came home and I changed my diet, started switching my lifestyle, I shrunk all the way down and I became 175 pounds. I'm still 175 pounds all the way up until now. And so the reason why I'm bringing that up is because although we may be healthy in our thyroid and our glandular highway, somebody said, "Can you show us a pic?" Yeah, I throw a pic up on Instagram on my story how big I was. I was big, all muscle, like, yeah. My mom just joined, so she'll tell you I was goddamn what. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is because we may be healthy. Our glandular highway is, you know what I'm saying, is good. You feel what I'm saying? The thing is that could be our natural weight. So with you, the guy that just joined, that could just be your natural weight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some of us is just super skinny. Some of us is, you know what I mean? We got a little weight on us, whatever the case may be, but that could just be our natural weight. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about that in the call, but don't even worry about it. I gain and keep my weight on with salmon and chicken. What type of fruits can I substitute to maintain my current weight, 155? I'm glad you just asked that because I just went over it. If you start losing weight, you know what I'm saying, based off changing your diet, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, that could be your natural weight, especially if you're healthy. So boom, let's add one more person. Then we're gonna add. Matter of fact, I'm gonna add. It's 11:08 already. Dang. All right, so boom. Let me add a few more. Let me answer a few more questions real quick, man. Let me see. Can you explain the significance of numbers in a number live? Yeah, I can for sure. Numbers are, that's universal language as well. I would do that. Let me see. Somebody asked, can you speak on juicing and blood sugar? Yes, I can speak on that. So, okay, so basically diabetes, right? Diabetes and juicing fruit and et cetera, et cetera. So this is the thing, right? Somebody that has diabetes, and I spoke on this as well in my herbal healing class. Y'all can sign up for it. I spoke about diabetes. But diabetes is basically insulin not being secreted by way of the pancreas, right? And so what happens is, and the reason why the natural insulin is not being secreted or processed out of the pancreas is because we may be putting too much synthetic or complex sugar inside of our body. All right, so we may be putting too much complex sugar inside of our body, which then stunts the pancreas, right? And the insulin starts to fluctuate. You know what I'm saying? And so now the pancreas get confused and it pretty much shuts down. So when we put the complex sugar inside of our body, what happens is that we need salt compound. We need a salt insulin compound to carry that sugar to penetrate the blood cell, right? Again, this right here is glucose. You know what I'm saying? Monosaccharides and all of that extra. This right here is glucose. Glucose, you need insulin. You need a salt compound to penetrate penetrate the cell. Now, when it comes to juicing, right? When you're getting all natural pure fructose from fruits, right? What you're not going to need the pancreas. What happens is that the fructose is going to bypass the fructose is going to bypass the pancreas and the insulin, and it's going to just automatically penetrate the blood cell. This right here is called cellular infusion. All right, you can look this up yourself. It's called cellular infusion. Now, when a person has diabetes and they hop on a fruit fast or they hop on fruit juice to eliminate and get rid of diabetes, their blood sugar is going to rise. But what happens is that because you're bypassing, because this fruit juice is bypassing the pancreas, the body is now going to balance itself out, get back into homeostasis. And you know, with you cleansing the lymphatic system, you're cleansing the kidneys, you're cleansing the pancreas. The body gonna balance itself back out, get back in homeostasis, ain't no more diabetes. I pray I answered your question. I really pray I answered your question. Let me answer a few more questions. All right. Somebody said, not a question, but I plan on marrying you one day. I appreciate you, Queen. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love, y'all. Somebody asked, do you take any medication or just herbs? I don't take any medication. I barely take herbs, to keep it gangster with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I do my herbal teas. You know what I'm saying? I do my capsules, my Jade Dragon capsules, but other than that, I don't even take too many herbs for myself, because I done went on a herbal fast, I done went on a herbal cleanse. You know what I'm saying? So after you gotta understand something, right? You gotta understand something. You can't take herbs all your life, because now what happens is these herbs are going to start counteracting, and now instead of them healing you, they can start killing you. You know what I'm saying? So take the herbs for a period of time. Take the herbs for a period of time. You feel what I'm saying? To eliminate and do the things that you need to do. You know what I'm saying? But don't take the herbs too long. Now, when it comes to medication, I spoke about medication earlier. Like, medication is nothing but majority of all the medication in these pharmaceuticals, they're nothing but isolated herbs. You know what I'm saying? They take the herbs, they isolate them, they add more chemicals, and then they give it to you. All right, so no medication, herbs, fruit juice. You can heal yourself, but you ain't even got to get no herbs to keep it gangster with you. If you want me to keep it gangster with you, you get some fruits, you get some melons, some berries, some seeded grapes. Make sure everything is seeded. You start juicing, you start taking in that fiber. You go on a fast, you start cleansing the lymphatic system. Man, shit, you really don't even need no herbs. The herbs is really just there to speed up the process. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what y'all talking about, man. I see a lot of laughing going on up in this motherfucker, man. Let me see. 11. If you're in a country where they block certain content, how can a person purchase? Well, shit, I don't know. You know, if they blocking certain content, I don't know. You probably gonna have to email me. We're gonna have to sit down and talk about that. Can you recommend a good coconut water to buy? Yeah, the best coconut water to buy is the coconut. Bust the coconut open and get the water. I mean, you feel me? I pray I answered your question. Somebody said, how does our first brain relate to the Most High? How does our first brain relate to the Most High? That's a very great question. But what brain are you talking about? Let me ask you that. Because we have three brains. I need y'all to understand that. right? We got 3 brains. We got the gut, we got the heart, and we got the, you know, the lymphatic system. Let me see. What else y'all talking about? Somebody said she gonna have to come with it because I'm marrying him. Y'all tripping. Chill out, chill out, chill out. Herbs are for when you're sick. If you're not sick, why take medicine? Well, it depends on what sick you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because some people may not be sick, but they could be backed up. They just probably want to detox. You know what I mean? So to an extent, I feel it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, you can also just take, like I said, I drink my herbal teas. I'm not sick. I ain't got nothing going on, but I still take my herbal teas. I still take my probiotic tea, which builds the biofilm bacteria inside of my gut. You know what I'm saying? So then, just in case any bad bacteria do enter my body, because I done built up the biofilm bacteria inside of me, it's killing all the bad bacteria. You know what I mean? So to an extent, I agree. You know what I mean? But you can still take herbs even if you don't got nothing going on. But like I said, you don't take them every single day for the next 40, 60, 70, 80, 90 days. You know what I mean? Let me see. All right, for sure, for sure, for sure. Let me scroll down. Coconut water, any recommend? Just get the coconut. Get the coconuts. Get the coconut. Bust them down. Herbs, as in raw herbs or like vitamins? Do you suggest crash diets? I'm not sure what a crash diet is. I don't know what that is. I never heard of that. I don't like coconut though. I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. Coconut water don't really be tasting like coconut water. Well, I mean, kind of it do, but then it don't. You know what I'm saying? So, he been trying to get in your live since we started. Who trying to get in my live, man? Let me add some more people up in here. Y'all talking about a lot up in this map. Like, dog. Let me see. Let's add somebody else up in here real quickly. Split. Let me see. Let me go down. We got let me see. Busy ascending. Okay, bet you busy ascending. Come on. You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class.
Yo,
Yo, what's popping, God?
what's good, guy?
How you
I
feeling?
just want to say, first of all, I appreciate you for even letting me in here and just dropping all the gems. I was in here writing down all the books you were showing, man. Writing down everything.
For sure.
But I mean, I didn't really have no questions, actually. I had some, lost some, but I've been really just been tuning in.
Yeah.
Been tuning in to y'all and seeing what y'all got going on. And I've been on my journey kind of with these herbs for a little bit. I started off kind of, smoking and stuff, getting into more so just herbs on top of herbs, just cold foot, cold, like everything.
Yeah. That's
But,
what's up.
but I mean, really, damn, I had a question for you. Uh, that was another question. Do you do any sort of qigong or any sort of breath work or meditation?
Of course.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Definitely how I got started on my journey watching a teacher named Montauk Chiha. I don't know if you heard of him.
No, I never heard of him.
No, he teaches basically like qigong and different breath work out in Thailand, I believe. He has his own retreat out there. But he really got me into really, tuning into the subtleties of my body. But I mean,
breathing techniques is powerful, man. That's very powerful. You know, breathing is healing. You know, I spoke about earlier that, you know, a lot of sickness actually comes from people not being able to breathe right. You know what I'm saying? People saying they want peace, just breathe.
Right.
Just breathe correctly. You know what I'm saying? So I do a lot of breath work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of intentional breath work as well. Like, you know, dragon's breath, and I do a lot, man. So
you gotta put me
I
on to
agree
that.
with what you said.
You gotta put me on to the dragon's breath. I ain't even heard of that one.
Oh yeah, so dragon breath is pretty much breathing in your nose deep and like breathing out of your mouth like a dragon. You know, It's like you got to stick your tongue out. You got to open your mouth wide. You know, it's like a real dragon, like you blowing fire out. So, yeah.
I've been doing kind of this. I forgot what video I saw, but he was doing sort of a like an 8 count breath, where he was kind of breathing, but imagining his body as sort of an ankh in a way. But as he's inhaling, taking it from the ground, kind of around his head, spreading it out through his hands, and then kind of doing it that way.
Yeah.
But that's been very, very powerful for me as far as it gave me sort of a different thought process, and it helped me kind of tune in deeper into my chakras, and it was very, very helpful. You got me sweating over here. It's hot as hell.
For sure.
But I mean, that's all I got for you. But thank you, God. I mean,
yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate you for joining the community, God. I truly do, man.
Man,
have a good one, God.
You too.
All right. You lies be lifting my spirit. I love it. I love it. Y'all check out the book, The Oxygen Advantage. Oh yeah, that's a fire book too. Let me see. Let me ask somebody else up in here real quick. We got let me scroll down. We got Kiki Lachey. You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class. What's poppin'?
Peace, God.
What's poppin', Queen? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm great.
I love it.
I wanted to mention, because I think it was brought up earlier about tobacco. That is my bread and butter.
Right.
I feel like, well, I mean, as we know, the tobacco in the U.S. is trash. It's, addictive and all of the things, just toxins and stuff. But I think they give tobacco a bad name because one of the modalities that I use is with plant medicine. It's from the Amazonian, like hape, sanang, things like Kambo, which is a frog medicine. But hape, somebody else had mentioned it too in the comments. I don't remember the goddess's name, but with hape, and I do it. I mean, I don't recommend that anybody just do it on their own and self-administer. But I do it almost daily, like with meditation, because it's good for grounding, opening up your third eye. And, it like cleans your nasal passages. It's good for people with like high blood pressure, as well as like sinus issues and clearing up mucus and things like that, which kind of goes along with what you were talking about.
Yeah, facts. And we talking about, by the way, y'all, we talking about natural tobacco, the tobacco that does not have any chemicals, no nicotine, none of that.
Is none of the get to all of the earth in general. That's the best thing for us.
Facts. I agree 100%.
But I appreciate you.
Of course, Queen. I appreciate you. As always, I appreciate you for joining the community. Because, of course, without the community, it wouldn't be a community.
I'm going to stay tuned in.
Love, Queen. I appreciate
you. Bye.
All right, bet. Let's ask somebody else up in here real quickity split. You for me? My mom is B. Let me see. Let's add G So Gucci. G So Gucci, you raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class. I'm gonna answer some more questions, and then we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. Black seed oil beneficial? What? Hell yeah. Black seed oil. What? Hey, shit, boy. Black seed oil is one of the best oil. It's nasty. I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. It's nasty, but a tablespoon, about 2 tablespoons a day will get you right. For sure. All right, so Buddy probably can't join. Let me answer some more questions real quick, y'all. Let's see. Somebody said drop a cookbook. I'm gonna drop a cookbook for sure. I'm gonna drop a cookbook, y'all. So somebody asked, what does your daily diet consist of, and how many fruit juices do you drink on a daily basis? I'm gonna keep it gangster with y'all. First off, so my diet, like I said, my diet these past couple of weeks has been like super raw. Like I just been eating nothing but like raw wraps. I've been drinking juice. When it comes to my juice, I'm gonna keep it gangster with y'all. I drink a lot of juice, and that's only because I just love juice. You know what I'm saying? But what I can say is that as I do drink my juice, I do got my water. You know what I'm saying? Because again, anything, you know, too much of anything could of course cause harm. You know what I'm saying? I can say that I drink probably a little too much fruit juice. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm like, man, I'm a god, man. Fuck that, man. Forget that, man. I'm finna bust my fruit juice down. You feel what I'm saying? Like last week, I juiced so much juice. I was like, I bet. So this right here gonna last me the whole week. Man, I was done with all that juice in like 4 days. I ain't playing no games. What? What? Bust that down within 4 days. I wasn't playing no games. Y'all see, I just drunk 3 glasses of fruit juice. This watermelon juice, seeded watermelon. You know what I'm saying? With the key limes. You feel? Y'all see, I just bust this down in 2 hours. So you could just imagine what I'm doing in a day. If I just bust 3 of these down in 2 hours, the whole time we've been online about 2.5 hours. The whole time I just bust 3. So you can just imagine what I'm doing in a day. You know what I mean? But of course, like I said, I follow up with a little water. You feel what I'm saying? You can follow up with a little water. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I pray I answered your question. I definitely eat a lot of fruit for sure, for sure. What fruit? Stop playing. But see, the thing about fruit is fruit fill me up. You know what I'm saying? Fruits do the thing. I can eat a nice bowl of fruit. You know, some mangoes, some burro bananas. I can do some Rubitons. What else? Some seeded grapes. Sprinkle some key lime all over them guys like this here. You feel what I'm saying? With a little glass of juice. You feel what I'm saying? But who sit back and I'll be good for the whole day. I'm good. You feel me? Because I don't eat till about between 12 and 4 p.m. I really eat at 4 p.m. to keep it gangster with you, but you know, yeah. So I pray I answered your question. Let me see what else going on. Let me scroll down. Let me see. So somebody asked, do you fast? If so, what method do you use? Yes, I do fast. I fast a lot. I only eat, like I just said, once a day. I eat between the hours of 12 and 4. I literally stretch it out till about 4 o'clock because I really don't be hungry, to keep it gangster with you. You know what I'm saying? I really don't be needing food. So, you know, I probably when it's time to eat, I'll probably eat something light. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. So, you know what I'm saying? I do fast. When it comes to like not eating anything whatsoever, I definitely do that. You know, I just set my intentions. It's all about the mind. It's all about the why, your intentions behind it. And you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. So let's see. Somebody said, this guy funny, straight ATL. Yeah, man, you know, ATLANTAGA, that's where I'm from. East Atlanta, that's where I stay, a.k.a. the slums. Welcome to Atlanta, where you better watch your tongue. All right, bet. Let me ask somebody up in here real quickly, split. And y'all, we're going to get up out of here, y'all. Let me see. Let me scroll down. We got Alana. What's poppin'? You raise your hand, come on to the front of the class. What's poppin'?
Hey family, hey baby, how y'all doing tonight?
I'm doing amazing. How you feeling?
I'm good. I was on the live while I was at work, at home now, doing my daily journal entry. But the reason why I really wanted to get on the live, make sure I gave thanks to you always dedicating a lot of your energy, positive energy at that.
Thank you.
With awakening our people, you know, for the right reasons, because we need to refocus our energy on things that actually fulfill a purpose.
For sure. Fact.
Majority of the time, majority of us come from a background where we just think that not using our time to not do anything is something that's out of the norm. Like,
Right.
how dare you do something productive? You're reading, you're writing. What are you writing?
Yeah.
You know? So I just want to make sure that I give you your flowers, you know, because we don't do that really as much as we should. You know,
Yeah.
we expect certain things from certain people when we give those things because we know that we serve a certain purpose. And when you live up to that purpose, you get used to the acknowledgement and people get used to that energy to where they don't always feel like, oh, okay, well, damn, this man could sit here and literally be off grid and doing what he needs to do for himself and people that depend on him.
Yeah.
You know, but he's taking out the time to sit here and do things that benefit a collective of people globally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I want to make sure I did that for you.
Appreciate you.
Because we love you. We
Yeah.
really do.
Thank you.
You see the queens, they in these comments, they serious. For real too. And I want to make sure I throw that out there. Yeah, I got him. I'm gonna let him know. He gonna keep an eye, okay? Because he fine, yeah.
Appreciate
But we all gotta serve a higher calling. We can't be worrying about that sexual energy right now. A lot of us got to tame that down. Me myself, I will speak, okay? More discipline, self-control. But I know he fine. He fine. I know y'all. He fine for real.
All right, cool.
But we just want to make sure that we glorify you while you heard. We really appreciate it. You know, we really need it, and we need it more than we allow ourselves to speak about.
Yeah.
And we really need it from the male species. So that's why we want to make sure that we show the appreciation at the key that it's at. You know, I don't have no problem showing this much gratitude to you because we love you. And we love the fact that you're dedicating your time to this.
I appreciate it, Queen. I truly do.
But I wanted to just do that for y'all tonight. That's all I wanted to say, y'all. I ain't have so much input for the night.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Like always, I appreciate you for joining the community, Queen.
That's right, baby. Peace to y'all. Peace and blessings, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, man. I truly appreciate the flowers, y'all. I truly do, man. I appreciate it. I honor it. I respect it. I receive it. You know, I truly do. Listen, y'all, it's 11:30. You know, as always, tonight's live was powerful. It was beautiful. It was amazing. I appreciate y'all. I honor y'all. I respect y'all. I thank y'all for joining the community because as always, if it wasn't for the community, it wouldn't be a community, all right? So we about to get up out of here real quickly split. I pray y'all have a beautiful night. Y'all know we got to go out with prayer. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I give honor and thanks to the powers that be. They have given me the position to obtain the knowledge that I have, not just obtain the knowledge, but convert this knowledge into wisdom. To not only teach myself, but the people, places, and things around me. I also send that same energy out to every being that's on this live, to every being that will watch this live to obtain the knowledge and convert that knowledge into wisdom to not only teach themselves, but the people, places, and things around them. I am thankful and I'm grateful for every being that is on this live and that will watch this live because I understand, overstand, and understand that without the community, there would not be a community. So I give honor and thanks and speak life and power into the beings that is present with me now. I also give honor and thanks to every being that also joined the live and every being that was in the comments, you know, for the vibration, the voice, the words that may have spoken. And I'm just thankful that the words were spoken on truth, love, and light, power, and all of the above. I give honor and thanks and I speak life and power into the powers that be. Ashe, amen, amen, and all of the above that you shall subscribe to. Before I leave, I just got one more thing to say. I come as I am. I am who I am. Who I am not, I will never be. Love me for me or do not love me at all. I am a great man, and I'm going to show you how great I am. I shall leave as I come.